This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 303. According to iTunes, we're 306, so whatever. We're 303. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
And I'm the intern.
Oh, intern's here this week.
Hackney! Now we get to grill him.
It is a very beautiful outline you made this week, intern.
I had to step my game up for this week since I knew I would be in the studio.
First ever appearance.
Did we say we were going to allow him to speak?
Oh, no. He just has to show up. I didn't bring it. We don't have any Pez to pay him this week either.
Okay, just checking.
We've got IOUs.
I didn't know if we had to muzzle him or not.
We have sour gummy worms.
I know. Those are amazing. Even for the Kroger generic brand, those are pretty damn good. Welcome, everybody. We're not at the expo.
Are we hazing Hackney? Why are we making him wear Bengals gear? He's got a shirt. He's got a hat.
Myself.
Are you wearing Bengal striped underwear too?
He's wearing no underwear
later.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he elected to do that on his own.
We're hazing Hackney, and we've now been officially kicked off of OU's campus.
Damn it! Real quick, we are not at the expo. Thank you guys for showing up at the expo. We want to thank Cincinnati Comic Expo for having us there and everything, and we appreciate it. We had a good time. We had a month off of seeing each other every Tuesday. Blake, did you miss me?
No.
Good. Okay. Jeff, did you miss me?
Every day.
Thank you. Jim, shut up. I'm not going to ask you. So, yes, we are back on a regular schedule now. We are at Dana Gardens in Cincinnati, Ohio, by the Xavier campus.
Define regular schedule.
Every Tuesday.
I'm a little discombobulated.
I know. Are you okay? Do I need to send a reminder out for you?
I feel like I'm doing this ahead of time.
Well, we are early tonight. We are doing this early.
There is light outside.
Yes, because if you're out past 9 in this area, we're in trouble. Anyways.
He's not lying.
We had to get our podcast equipment to and from the car quick. No, I'm just kidding. So we thank Dana Gardens for this. We are here. The reason is because the Bob Studios is being completely renovated, and we're about 60% of the way there. And hopefully in 2 weeks, we'll be back to our, we'll be opening up our studio to our podcast. So, Blake, anything exciting in the last 4 weeks?
I've got a whole bunch of shit to talk about.
Okay, intern, what you got over there? How's the Bengals doing?
I think we all know how they're doing. It's a dumpster fire.
Could you tell Zach Taylor that? Because I don't think he realizes it.
He doesn't know what he's doing. It's embarrassing.
Does he have a job next year?
Yes, because Mike Brown's too cheap.
He's got probably at least another year and a half after this year, because that's what Dave Shula got.
Does it make you yearn for the days of Marvin Lewis?
No.
Not yet.
Yes.
You know what, though? At least the Bengals weren't hyped to be Super Bowl contenders and not even at 500 going into their bye week. I mean, that would be embarrassing if I was a fan of that team.
Going into the season, I didn't think that 3-13 was realistic, and that seems like a lot of wins for us this year.
Who knew you guys would be playing for the Tua Bowl? The last game of the season is against the Dolphins, right?
Second to last.
Second last.
Second to last.
And I doubt the Bengals draft Tua. If they get a quarterback, they'll go with Joe Burrow.
That's not a bad choice either.
If that's what they're going to do, that's who I want.
Yeah, go with the former Ohio State boy.
What's the Browns going to do with their fifth pick overall?
I don't know.
I'm just asking. For a friend.
Probably-
Think they get a quarterback?
Probably draft an offensive lineman.
I think Brady Quinn's brother is out there this year.
Could be.
Yeah, just asking.
You know, I'm in like it that Jason still has to throw shade, even though his team is like
My
the
team's
worst.
3-3-1, baby. Arizona Cardinals.
They got 3 wins.
Yeah, they won again this week.
They're a terrible team. How did they get 3 wins?
They beat three teams that are in the bottom 5 of the league.
Okay.
We're not the
Oh,
worst.
like Dallas
We're
did.
not the worst. Yes,
Wait
pretty
until
much.
the end of the season, Jason.
Hey, we got 3 wins. We're tied.
That's
you know
true.
What?
You know
We
what? You
a better
have one
percentage
more
than
win than the Browns.
because of the
You're-
tie.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Suck
You're-
it.
Suck
it, Trebek.
I'll drink.
Cardinals are getting a top 10 pick, but yeah, we're not going to be in the top 5.
Table. Number 1 rule to Hackney: don't bang the table. What did I just do?
You just
Bang the table.
Sorry.
Again.
Being picked up on the microphone.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's do this quick
I'm
here.
a horrible example.
In this month-long sabbatical, who saw the Joker movie?
I did.
I did.
I did.
Let's talk about it because I do want to talk about it, Jason.
Go ahead. I saw this.
Can we talk with spoilers?
Yeah, Jason read the spoilers.
Yeah, I read the
already.
spoilers online.
Can we talk coded?
No
spoilers.
No, it's been out for 3 weeks. You're fine.
We're throwing spoilers out there, so if you haven't seen the Joker movie and don't want spoilers, skip ahead 2.5 minutes, and
At
if we're
least.
still talking about it, skip ahead again.
Blake's talking, so skip ahead 18 minutes.
Oh, good point.
Make it 20.
I
got a lot of shit to say.
It made $734 million worldwide. I think everyone that wants to see it has seen it. It's fine.
I think that's exactly what I predicted at the expo.
730 million?
Yes.
I think you did. Go ahead, Blake. You start.
I don't want to start. I want to listen to your guys' opinions first.
Well-
But you know what? I'll go ahead and say the first sentence.
Of course.
Tell him to start.
Yeah, you did.
I will limit to 2 sentences, a couple compounds, complex sentences,
Too late.
Run-on sentences.
run-ons, no punctuation.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, no, but seriously, I do not, and I did post a little bit here with the 365 folks. I do not consider this really a superhero, supervillain movie. They happen to drop it into Gotham City, and they do happen to drop it in with the Wayne, and they do tie it in with the Waynes, but it's not a major point of the whole story. I think it's more of a story of mental illness, and I think they did a great job with the acting without a lot of dialogue and actions. Lots of, personal close-ups with Joaquin Phoenix and the other characters. Perfect settings with the mood. The music, if you listen to like the Dark Knight music and soundtracks, it seems like they borrowed very heavily from the same type of music that goes with it. But I would say it's more about mental illness and more about that than an actual Joker or origin story.
You like it because you don't know what's true and what's not from the narrator.
There is an unreliable narrator perspective, and so when it starts off, he's with his counselor in what you believe to be a public services, right? And then at the very end, guess where it ends?
He's with another counselor.
And we assume to be Arkham Asylum, right? So the question becomes, and he starts laughing, of course, and she's like, well, what are you laughing about? And he's like, well, it's a joke. And she's like, what do you mean? Well, you won't get it. Then, of course, you see him, next cutaway scene, he's running away from the camera. He's got blood on his shoes, which, kind of, hints at the fact that he just murdered her, possibly. But with that, I just probably spoiled the ending for everybody that hasn't seen the movie
We
yet.
told people there are spoilers.
There you go. So with
this
that,
was 2 sentences.
so really, I told you compound, complex, and
Sorry.
no punctuation in run-ons. So it is very interesting in the fact that it could have been that whole thing that you just saw was not reality.
It was all in his mind.
It is all in his mind, exactly. So does that actually make him a Joker? Who knows? The guy's insane, and he could be using the Joker as his own personification of who he is and what he wants to be, or his own imaginary world. So that's why I say I really don't view it as a Joker origin story. I view it more as a story about mental illness that just happens to tie in with Batman and Gotham so they can get all the DC and the comic people going. Because if they didn't have that tie in there, would it be as popular and rack up $734 million as it did before, as it has this week?
It would be barely noticed and would disappear in the annals of movies, that's all.
Yeah, so essentially that's my take. I yield the floor to the representative from Bridgetown.
Oh, that would be me then, huh? No, I went into the movie thinking I'm not going to view it as a superhero movie. I'm going to view it as a movie about someone's descent into madness. And I was actually kind of happy about how they did a good job of tying it in without smacking you over the head with it. I mean, it felt like it fit into the DC universe, and I wasn't even looking for that. So I think it did a good job of fitting it in there while still being an entity unto itself.
Was it better than Aquaman?
Yes.
Yes.
Asking.
I'm trying to think if there is any other movie set in the DC universe I like better than
Shazam.
that.
Wonder Woman. Shazam?
I like it better than both of those.
Okay.
The only thing, probably...
Batman versus Superman?
What?
Oh, sorry.
No, I was thinking like The Dark Knight, the Christopher Nolan.
Oh, you're going back that far. Okay.
I'm saying any movie set in the DC universe.
Batman and Robin.
No, that's terrible. I mean, I love
Green
Batman
Lantern?
and Robin.
Hey.
Green Lantern's one of the worst movies ever made.
Blake Lively was a great actress in it.
Blake Lively.
So did you really enjoy Green Lantern's CGI suit?
That was the best part of the movie.
Anyways, back to the Joker.
Just body painted it on him.
He does every night for Blake Lively. Jim, what was your thoughts?
I thought it was good, and I guess is he really the Joker? Is he not? I think it's the kind of theme to it, where I saw interviews with Todd Phillips. They're saying like there's a possibility that this guy isn't the real Joker, and that he just started the movement that led to somebody else taking up the mantle, or that all happened just in his head. Or he could possibly be the Joker, and we don't know. But
Which is good because in the books, well, now they said that there's 3 Jokers, official Jokers in the timeline, but fuck that. I mean, you never know what the real Joker is in the comic book.
yeah, the ambiguity of it is good.
And that's the joke.
Yep.
yeah.
And I don't even have a problem with the fact that there might be multiple people that use the Joker as an alias or something.
And not to rip on this piece of shit, but Gotham did that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the guy Jerome, who
The guy that came back from the dead.
put forth as the Joker. Then they kind of said, he's not really the Joker.
Because it wasn't. I think his brother did something.
We
too,
went
didn't
down. We went down the wrong storyline.
I don't know, I
path with
stopped
this.
watching by then.
We're just gonna say it never existed. There you go.
We should have asked Ben
Let's change
McKenzie.
it.
And another thing, talking about the good acting and everything, was Joaquin Phoenix actually acting?
Or is he just that goofy?
Or is it just him on like a normal Saturday?
I love the fact that he's such a total character actor guy. You know, when he goes into character, I mean, he's in character, but he is pretty good at playing himself.
Is he a character or is he just an asshole?
Both.
A weird asshole.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
What was
Just
the name of that movie? The one he did where everyone thought he actually like flipped and went insane, and he was just
When he was a singer, wasn't it? A rapper
The
or
Man in
something?
Black. Are you talking about the?
no, not the
It's the
Johnny
one where he
Cash.
had the like
Yes.
a
I'll find
long
it.
beard and the long
Yeah.
hair, and he went on.
Intern Hackney, get on that.
He went
Was that where he was imitating Shia LaBeouf?
and then he went on Letterman.
and gave an incoherent interview. And
That would
everyone
be
thought,
funny if
this
the
guy's crazy.
Just to fuck with the fanboys that are pissed off about this Joker, have Shia LaDouche be the next Joker.
That would be
Todd Phillips
awesome.
sequel, Joker 2, Electric Boogaloo with Shia LaDouche.
Oh my gosh.
Just do it.
Trademark it.
I think Shia LaBeouf should play the Joker in the prequel to The Batman.
Ooh.
Because I don't think they're putting the Joker in The Batman.
We'll get to that in a second.
I believe it was You Were Never Really Here.
That's it. That is correct.
Yes.
Well done, intern. Did you have any thoughts on Joker?
Gold star.
Thank you. I did. I liked what I liked most about it was how throughout there were small tie-ins playing back to Jack Nicholson's character as the Joker and Heath Ledger's, where he's on the steps and he's doing all the dancing. Jack did that whole thing, and then at the end, where he's in the cop car, is, if you remember from Dark Knight, he's hanging out of the window of the car, Heath Ledger is, and then they show him similar car ride. I really liked how they kind of tied all of them together.
They even had a Bruce Wayne tie-in when he swings down the pole.
Yeah.
From the gazebo.
So, but overall, I mean, I didn't really go into it with it having any kind of great expectations as far as tying it into the DC universe or anything like that, but I really enjoyed it. And there were a few parts of the movie where they were really graphic, but I was laughing way too much. Like the apartment scene with the guy and the midget.
Yes.
Yeah, I that was a classic scene. I think that's one of the best scenes in the entire movie.
Yeah, I mean, it just when the midget goes.
You can go.
Yeah, but he can't reach the lock to get out.
He's jumping up and down, trying to reach the.
Can't reach the chain.
Can't reach the chain lock. That's why there's those memes about the chain lock in the.
So I felt kind of like an asshole in the theater because I was the only one really laughing. But,
yeah, I can't remember what scene it was, but I just remember laughing like real loud, real hard for a couple of seconds, and I'm like, no one else thought that was funny.
well, there are some very dark and very violently graphic scenes in it, but there are some really funny scenes in it that you can't help but laugh at.
Well, people do complain, and I think I was
There
one
are
of
some
them.
comedies. Yes, we know. Mr. I Love Gotham, but he won't see the movie. Who said that?
I don't love God.
Me.
Oh,
There you go.
No, you said you love everything Batman.
Batman related.
And then you said you weren't going to watch this movie.
That's not Batman related. Anyways, no.
Bruce Wayne was in the movie.
If you were a true
Thomas Wayne was in the movie.
If you're a true diehard Batman fan,
Mrs. Wayne was in the movie.
Jack Nicholson version of the Joker should tick you off more than probably this version. Because Jack Nicholson is the one that kills Batman's parents in the movie Batman. And that was, even as a kid, I realized, no, you don't have to tie him to the murder of the Waynes. Fucking assholes. I think that would piss me off more than what this movie
Then
is.
don't watch this movie.
Okay. Well, I know that his parents get killed, but not by Joaquin Phoenix.
by him.
That's okay. I'm fine with that someone else killed them because they were inspired by the Joker.
Correct.
But it wasn't the Joker. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because in the books, it's supposedly Joe Chill, but
And the good question I saw someone bring up online is it mandatory that Martha Wayne own a cheap string of pearls in every iteration?
Yes.
Well, they make a great scene when you break the string and the pearls go everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a great visual.
Slow
Yeah,
mode.
and they do
Yeah,
it
that's right.
every time they show her
Slow
death.
motion bouncing on the
Would it be
pavement.
better instead of a string
Asphalt.
of pearls if it was a string of popcorn like you put around the Christmas tree and that flies everywhere?
No.
I think that would work.
If you had like that big bucket of buttered popcorn you get in the movies.
And then he can't grab it. He keeps
he
flipping.
doesn't grab it. He knocks it up out of her hands, and they can do the slow mo with all the
I
popcorn goes up in the air.
I gotcha.
And then comes down, and then they show the bucket landing empty.
I like it.
No. The only thing canon about the death of the Wayans.
Wayans?
Oh, God, I wish that was true. Oh, please, God.
Shit, I didn't know the Wayans made
fucking
cameos in
white
this.
chicks.
Were they in the background crowd where they got shot?
Is the cheap pearls.
Yeah.
Anything else, it's different, but they have to have the cheap pearls.
That's actually one of the things DC says, we'll give you the movie rights, but you have to have cheap pearls in it. Like a pearl necklace? No.
I'll give you a real cheap pearl necklace.
You have to have the scene where you show them falling to the ground.
The only thing I think that would have made it better is if Michael Caine would have been Alfred in the Joker.
Some people just want to watch the one bun.
Oh, God damn it, Brian.
Thanks, Hackney. You just wanted to see that in person, didn't you?
I needed to hear it live.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Let me get in. Some people just want to watch the one bun.
Who's that?
Just as bad live as it is recorded.
You recognize who that was?
I have no idea who it was.
Yeah.
I have no idea who it was.
I'm Alfred E. Newman.
Yo,
Let
that's
me
what
worry.
Newman sounds like?
Yes.
Newman?
Newman?
Hello. Newman.
All right. So next question. The complaints about the film. Not comic related. Complains about the film about the glorification of violence. Did you guys feel it glorified any violence?
Oh, God, no.
Not at all.
It showed violence, but I mean,
Yeah.
it showed violence as
It's a
terrible.
scary and
Well,
horrible thing. Exactly. I don't understand where people are like, oh, it's going to
Well, remember
glorify
how the
violence.
hunt-
Like, no, it didn't.
The hunt got pulled because of violence.
Yeah.
But we just posted on our Facebook page, History of Bad Ideas, the Bloodshot trailer. That's just going to be as violent. It's like, why is that not getting shed on?
I just saw his face get blown
because
up.
because of the timing.
The time,
Yeah.
the latest
Put the-
shooting and
Put the fucking hunt out, please.
Yeah. Well, there was some slight political references
doesn't
in the
matter.
movie that there was a resist sign, but it was being held upside down.
On a side note, Bloodshot looked really
Yeah.
a lot better than I thought.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Bloodshot.
I
have
didn't
no
know
idea.
because I don't know the character that well. I didn't know that he kept reliving and they just put in a different victim each time. I was like, that's kind of cool. That's not a bad idea.
I just saw the preview for it, and I'm like, what is this? That's not Fast and Furious. And then
You're right, it's not.
But I had to go and look at it, and I'm like, oh, he's a nanotech zombie thing?
Pretty much, yeah. And
Dude,
then they
that explains how his face gets blown away, and then he turns and shoots somebody.
They implant somebody different every time into his memories of killing his family. So he goes out and assassinates them.
To avenge.
They come back, yep. And then he comes back, they put him back down to sleep, and they put a new memory in that someone else killed his family.
So
and
it's
he
like
doesn't remember.
Dollhouse.
Sure.
so it's kind of like a disturbing Bucky Barnes
Dollhouse
take.
mixed with Groundhog Day.
Mixed with, what was that movie where the little girl keeps dying every day? Or
Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
Yes, good job, Jeff. That is your. But yeah, it doesn't look bad. Anyone watch Batwoman on CW?
not yet. I recorded it, but I haven't
It's
watched it
not.
we were too busy watching Joker.
I'm
while
doing
you were
reviews.
watching Batwoman.
Nerdly.co.uk. The first episode was okay. Second episode was better. The third episode came out this week. Review will be up tomorrow. It's a lot better, and they're doing something like Gotham that they're adding villains, but they're good villains. Like Tommy Elliott just showed up this week, and he's Hush, and he's
They actually put Hush in it?
Yes,
Wow.
he's not dressed yet as Hush.
Oh, he's not Hush yet.
but it's Tommy Elliott and Ruby Rose. No,
Ruby Rose.
Is that Ruby Rose?
Yes.
I always get her mixed with the woman wrestler Riot.
Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riot. But Ruby Rose does a hell of a job as it. There's issues with it. Obviously, it's CW, so there's issues.
I always get it mixed up with the Chris Tucker character from Fifth Element.
Stop it. Stop it. What? The worst character in that great film.
Oh, you're right. I agree. That's why I can't watch that film.
But Batwoman is it's enjoyable. I like it. It's better than Black Lightning.
That's what I was going to ask.
But you love Black Lightning.
I might watch it now. If it wasn't
Okay.
better than Black Lightning, there's
Well,
zero chance I'd watch it.
A little inside baseball here. I sent my first review of Batwoman to Nerdly, to the main guy, and I was like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to do this every week because, I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to be stuck watching a crappy show like I do every week, like Black Lightning, since I'm not committed. I didn't say crappy, I was like, a struggle. But we'll see how it goes. And then on third episode, I was like, yeah, I can do Batwoman. So now I'm watching Black Lightning, I was like, I'm kind of pot committed because the rumor is this is the last season because the ratings aren't good. They did make it better this year because the whole city is under martial law.
Did they get rid of Cress Williams?
Then they didn't make it better.
I can't say anything because he did retweet me several times about the reviews. The problem is the reviews he retweets are the ones I give really bad reviews to. Damn it. I like Black Lightning. Last season was awful. I didn't think I was going to make it. But Batwoman is better than Black Lightning. I will give you that. So, and I'm intrigued that they're adding Tommy Elliott, and it looks like he'll be a reoccurring character eventually.
Are they going to add Missy Elliott?
Yes.
What about Chase Elliott?
Anyways, I was trying to think of the Elliott that was the race car driver. Damn it.
That's Chase Elliott.
I thought it was Bill Elliott. Who's Bill Elliott?
His
His
dad.
That's what I meant. Okay.
Zeke?
Elliot Gold. Are they going to add Elliot Gold?
He would, but he held out. He won't show up on Batwoman. Oh, more money.
In the ostracized grandfather, T.S. Because he was literate. Well, kind of. He had bad punctuation.
I think they should bring
Didn't he
TC.
capitalize randomly, too?
They should bring TC in there.
T.C. Eliot?
No, everybody's favorite helicopter pilot.
Anyways.
Maybe I'll get to it when I'm done with Ozark.
Is that Roger Mosley?
Yes.
Take a drink. We never thought we had a Roger Mosley sighting on Obi. Anybody watching Walking Dead still?
Yeah.
I've got everything recorded, but I haven't watched a single episode yet.
This season?
And I'm not sure if I want to.
Are you caught up, intern?
I am.
I thought this last episode was better than the first two.
They've progressively gotten better this season.
It was a pretty low bar, the first
The
episode.
first one, the
they
first
gotta set the
episodes of the
stage.
seasons are usually kind of slow.
Yeah.
They're just kind of catching you up on everything, but they ramped up more now than they usually have in the past, to where like actually there's going to be some sort of violence or some sort of a war breaking out. It usually takes half the season or to the end of the season, but I think they're getting there.
I really, anytime Negan's on screen, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he is just doing a hell of a job, just his character. And then I'm like, any other time he's not on the screen, I was like, can we just bring him back? Like, just give him the show?
Yeah, I'm really waiting for them to let him off of his leash, though.
Yes. And they did a little bit this week.
A little bit, but
I thought the first episode, everybody was raving about it online, and I'm like, did I miss something? Like, I went back and watched half of it again. I'm like, no, this is awful.
Yeah.
And then the second episode was the background of the Whisperers,
yeah.
and that was okay. Opie, anytime Opie's in there, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Hurst, you can put him in anything, and I'll watch it.
He reminds me of Eric Rowan from WWE, but the third episode was a lot better. So, Blake, if you can get through the first one. Shut up, Jeff. I hate you. Stop whispering.
I have a related topic.
Yes.
The show A Million Little Things. Yeah, I have to kind of stop watching it because...
There's too many things to keep track of.
Because Carl's in it.
Yeah.
Carl.
Which one is Carl?
Carl.
He's the...
Long lost son, possibly.
Oh, that's Carl.
Yeah, of Office Space.
He looks different than I remember him from.
He has an eye. He has two eyes.
No eye patch, no hat.
And he hit
No, I didn't get that far. I saw him when he was, 10 years old?
Yeah.
That was the last time I saw him.
Now you're seeing him post-puberty.
It took about 3 episodes for me to realize who that was. I was like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah,
It took me until 2 seconds ago to realize who that
he's a
was.
good. He's a better actor in this.
It took me until my wife told me he was on it. I've never seen an episode.
It took me to watch him like, oh, God damn it.
So I did tell this to Jeff this past weekend. I saw Jeff. Jim, everyone, I just want to let you know, mostly you, Jim, because I've known you the longest along with Jeff. I appreciate you as a friend for not having so many fucking issues like this group of friends on Million Little Things.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, man. I looked at my wife and I was like, oh, my God. If I had friends like this, I don't know what I would do.
That's why he killed himself.
And I want to thank you all for not being involved in every single aspect of everybody else's life.
I love you guys, but don't be at my house every day.
You don't want us taking your kids out all the time?
Well, that's fine. Go ahead. That's fine by that. But no, I'm like...
Make sure your son's boyfriend is there for him.
Oh, my God. I don't even... no!
I mean, when we see each other like once or twice a week,
Yeah.
that feels like overkill sometimes.
This last 4 weeks have been pleasant. Mentally, I've never been stronger.
My self-esteem is really high.
Well, no. That's not going to happen.
No, let's not get there.
But every week I watch this, I look at my wife and I go, God, I love my friends. Jeez, these are awful. Stop it. Mm-hmm. Did you father any of your best friends? Did you sleep with any of your best friends' wives, first off?
No.
Okay. Did you father
He's only
any
saying
of the
that because Hackney's sitting right
Oh,
next to him.
That's the least
And how many people
secret.
listen?
He was so bad, she came back to you. Was that good for you? No.
All right.
That wasn't good for anybody.
No.
If anything, it strengthened their marriage.
See, honey? See what's out there? See what's out there?
But we were nice enough to let Jim still sleep on our couch.
He just doesn't.
Well, after you put the plastic tarp down on top of it.
Jim thought he was going to get killed. Why is there a plastic tarp on the gun? No reason. Are you wearing a smock?
Wait, I didn't know Dexter lived in Norwood.
Why are you wearing that butcher's jacket and splash-proof glasses?
I bought a meat cutter. Call me Kramer. I'm a slicer. I cut slice.
Hey, Jim, I got a boat. You want to go take a ride?
Oh, okay.
On a side note, intern said he's quitting being an intern and actually is going to become a lumberman. Like he's going to go to the woods and live. That's what I heard.
He wants to take you on a hunting trip.
Just the worst ending to a great TV show.
But who would want to quit being an intern?
That's true.
Unpaid internships are the best.
We do have some questions.
The
for
license to do so many things.
We have one
as an
more
intern.
movie we can review.
What's that?
Jay and Silent Bob
reboot.
I
what
heard
is it?
about it. Yeah.
Jay and Silent Bob
Did you see
reboot.
it?
Yes.
How was it?
If you enjoy the same jokes from 20 years ago, you'll enjoy this one.
Okay.
It was a lot of rehashed stuff and Kevin Smith patting himself on the back.
It was a
and,
Kevin Smith love letter to himself.
and giving a role for his daughter to play.
Yeah, I knew she was in it. I didn't know she was going to be one of the main characters. She's not that good of an actress.
From what I read, the best part about it was all the cameos.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
Yeah.
Is to just see all the goofy friends he's made along the way are willing to do stupid things for him.
Are we
like
at-
Chris Jericho.
Is it better than Tusk?
I have not seen Tusk, so I can't really.
Oh, they made fun of Tusk.
Thank
Oh, yeah,
God.
they did.
Yes.
Yoga hosers.
I have not seen Yoga Host.
Oh, his daughter is not a good actress. Ugh.
Well, she's a major character in this one.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, what do you give it?
A C.
Okay.
Ooh, below a B
Maybe.
minus.
It's below a B minus.
Whoa.
Like
Whoa.
6.5 forks.
Out of
12.
okay.
13. It's 13.
13. Everybody seen the Star Wars trailer?
Yes.
Saw it once.
Not the
That's
new
it.
one.
Yep, I'm done. I saw it once.
I saw the first one. That was it.
And it did nothing to spoil the plot.
Thank
or-
God.
No.
No.
Shauna, Pittsburgh nerd, said, I have no idea what's going on with the story. And I said, that's fine. We don't need to. Because the TV spots that are going to ruin that. So
Yeah.
if you just ignore it on TV, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it bothers me that, we hear this Palpatine stuff, because I know they're trying to hype people up, but I just know it's going to be a big disappointment. Whatever
If it's-
Palpatine does, I just feel...
If it's the extended universe, it's a clone. They bring a clone of Palpatine from the books
I've
back
heard
in the
of
day.
that before. Yeah.
So, okay, whatever. It does look
It's
like
going to be
Kylo...
time. It's going to be time travel.
Oh, I hope
Oh,
so.
time travel would
boy.
be great then.
Odd thing is Wolverine saves the day. It's really odd. He has lightsabers for claws, so it's okay.
Wait a minute.
God,
is this
Disney's
part?
bringing everything together.
Is this part of the Patton Oswalt Parks and Recreation
Yes.
filibuster?
Yes. So,
If you don't know what it is, kids, look it up.
they did, I guess the rumor is, one of the rumors, because there's a billion, one of them is that C-3PO is actually a villain at the end because he has a programming in there that Darth Vader, Anakin, since he built him, he has them turn.
That's why he's got red eyes.
And I'm like,
That would
oh.
be cool.
I'm like, well,
I would love to see C-3PO slaughter more younglings.
And that's why he says,
one last look.
one last look at my friends.
And there's something crawling around in the back of him fixing him. And
Was that
doing
Salacious
something.
Crumb?
It looks like a Salacious Crumb. It looked like a Salacious Crumb mixed with an Ugnaught. So, I don't know.
It's actually, if you read the subtitles, Jabba the Hutt's Revenge, I mean, gives the whole plot away.
It's just all CGI Jabba the Hutt. That's the best one.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they bring the old actor from the first movie who...
Oh, the original guy?
Yeah.
Who actually looks like the guy that's taking care of the Rancor monster. It looks pretty much the same guy.
Well, here is a fact. It's the longest movie
Ever?
in the city.
Star Wars movie.
Oh, okay.
Longest Star Wars movie.
It's over 9 hours? It's the end of a saga. I'm
Yeah,
fine
it
with
is.
that.
There
How long
was-
is it? What's the running time?
6 hours.
I don't.
long.
I didn't see the actual hour and minute, but all I read was that based upon the release notes or something, it is the longest Star Wars movie.
I don't know. Phantom Menace felt like 5.
Not feels like.
That feels like it was.
Trade negotiations.
Well, they should have gotten more in depth on the trade negotiations.
Can we go back to the Middle East trade negotiations? Because I'm more interested in that right now. Can we do that?
Can we do a Gungan ride for Disney?
Honestly, Attack of the Clones felt like 3 weeks.
No, see, I think Phantom Menace did.
I hate sand.
It gets everywhere.
It's coarse.
It gets in your asshole. It gets everywhere. That was the R-rated version, sorry.
I didn't know, like,
Arnold Schwarzenegger or somebody was in it.
I was going to say a broken Terminator.
If I knew Schwarzenegger was in them, I would have started watching a long time ago.
I would have.
Actually, maybe that's what C-3PO is. He's a Terminator.
It ties into the Dark Cloud Fate, whatever
That's
the
right.
fucking piece of shit they're making again.
That's right.
You would watch Phantom Menace again if they had just Schwarzenegger dub over all of Hayden Christensen's lines.
No, all over Jar Jar Binks.
In that tone. I don't know.
Schwarzenegger do the Ahmad Best
Character. I like it.
We got
People going to die?
we brought up the Terminator. How does the Terminator grow a beard?
Hipster Terminator.
You know, in the original, when he had to cut off his flesh, it didn't repair itself.
Well, this is a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't the first Terminator. They
jeez.
destroyed that one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He's actually a sex doll someone made.
That's right. And he's just like
He's turned evil. I want to know the person that has an Arnold Schwarzenegger old version sex doll.
Well,
and just
no,
like
all the sex dolls eventually
and
turn
just-
on their masters.
and just like the franchise, you can't kill it.
Could you thanks for calling Sex Dolls Live. What can we do for you? I need an Arnold Schwarzenegger sex doll. Oh, sure, from Hercules, Terminator. The new
Kindergarten
Terminator.
cop.
Junior. I want my sex doll pregnant, damn it.
I like the Terminator doll from Twins.
I need you to do
Short one.
I need you to
Put Danny DeVito in there.
Can you make it look like a leather Muppet? Yes, we can. Oh, Simpsons. Why is that one made of leather? So, Blake, when's your sex doll going to be here?
As soon as I get the fleshlight installed.
Took him 6 months to get the figurine painted. It's going to be 6 years to get the sex doll one.
That was 9 months.
Oh, sorry. 9 years there for the
Oh,
sex
wait,
doll.
7. Sorry, 7 months, yeah.
Whew. Anyways, welcome to the show, Hackney.
I'm waiting
thanks
for the
for having me.
technology to catch up with my ideas.
6 arms? What is your idea? Come on, I want to know what this is.
I don't know, it's patented. I can't reveal it.
Oh, okay. So, Jeff, who's your sex doll of?
I hadn't even thought of that.
You should. Come on. Elijah? Dushku?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Elijah Wood. I'm like,
No. Time out. Everyone heard it? Change approved. He gets Elijah Wood.
I was going to say Rosario Dawson.
Nope.
But
Sorry. You got Elijah Wood.
he's got Wood.
Jim, who's yours?
Letha Cuthbert.
Okay. That's good. Hackney? Bill Elliott? Change approved. Good job. Not even Chase.
Get the old man. The old man from
He
the
knows.
Vegas OnStars.
The dad?
On
The
stars.
grandpa.
Do you want him or breath aside? Do you want him or Chumley? Which one's worse?
Is it Chumley pre or post weight loss?
Both. It fluctuates.
It inflates.
That would be cool.
Arrest for child pornography.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
you had to take it there.
Really?
Well, this just
Yes.
Well, allegedly.
No, I knew he was arrested. I didn't know that's what it was for.
We do have a question for Blake here from
no.
Kevin at Cincy Explorer. What movie will you see first, The Rise of Skywalker or The Eternals, the Marvel one with Angelina Jolie?
I think I'll see The Rise of Skywalker first. When's The Eternals coming out?
Yeah, when
2025.
What are the release dates?
It's like one is coming out in December, the other's coming out in
Whenever?
2022 or
Is it
something.
like years behind or something like that?
Well, I don't know. Will you see Rise of Skywalker?
Of course I'm going to see it.
Opening weekend?
Probably.
Okay.
Has anybody else got their tickets yet?
Yep.
They go on sale. They have gone on
They
sale.
I was there last night.
Yeah, last night. I was online.
They're probably sold out for opening weekend.
I was working.
I'll probably see it Sunday night or something. That's how I kind of like to roll.
I was working last night, and all of a sudden, I looked up, and I was like, "Oh crap!" There was a Star Wars trailer coming up. I was like, "Oh shit!" I think the tickets went on sale, and I went to an early one with my son, and yeah, they still had a couple of tickets left, not many though. So, and then you guys got your tickets too.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Yep, that's what we did. So, I already told my wife to put it in the calendar. Hackney, did you get tickets for Terminator?
I did not.
Tickets are on sale now. I just saw a commercial for it.
I'm going to wait for the VHS.
That's
Did you get tickets for
waiting
the
a
last
while.
Rambo?
I did not.
Did that come
Last
out?
Blood?
Last Blood has already left the theaters.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't
already
get to see it.
clotted.
Really? It came out already?
Yeah,
Man, you miss a month, you miss a lot.
yeah. I think it's only got a couple showings.
It was that
in
short.
A couple theaters around
It looked like Taken with John Rambo. That's pretty much what it kind of looked like. I would still watch it.
Yeah.
Because in the last one, he punched a guy so hard his head turned around. That was awesome. And realistic. Can we do some Twitter poll of the week?
We can.
Okay.
Stop the presses on the Twitter poll. I do have to say something because I meant to say it in our general discussion beforehand, but I forgot about it because I didn't write it down.
What?
And because we changed location, and because it's been a month, and because it's at the wrong time. My world is completely off kilter.
Mm-hmm.
So just tease you, for next week, I'm going to bring in a gift box that we can open up.
A box full of gifts.
From who?
From El Heno.
Oh.
Ida Heno, yes. Because he may be listening to this episode saying, okay, when are they going to get to the box? When are they going to get to
What's
the
in the
box?
box?
What's in the box? What's in
Could
the
you
box?
do 2 weeks? That's when we open the Bob Studios.
I don't know. Can Heno wait 2 weeks?
I don't know. Well, ask him on Twitter.
All right.
That's also true because we also have a gift box coming from the Pop Culture Cafe, which is no longer in existence. They closed up
What?
shop, but they sent us something.
They sent us all their leftovers.
Oh, it's a lot of tire money.
Oh, crap.
And $75 IHOP bills. Damn it.
Yeah, we are the podcast that just won't die.
Why
We are Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. We're all going to have beards.
At least we haven't rebooted.
That's we kind of did.
No,
Well,
we never went away to reboot.
Well,
That's true.
We do add characters as they come and go.
That's true.
But
That's true.
have we jumped the shark yet?
I don't know. Once Hackney came on,
Hackney!
Once we
This
give
is
once we
our
give
shark
intern
jumping?
speaking parts.
he does do a nice outline though. It is a very pretty one. It
I
is
worked
very-
extra hard on it this week.
I like the pink glitter you added. That was very
The flowers are a good touch.
nice. It is.
Can I
It
have,
is.
can I have bigger font?
I knew those would appeal to Jason.
I want bigger
I do
font.
love flowers. It's actually not flowers, it's just the flower from Bambi. Let's see here. Twitter poll of the week. You can find us at Bad Ideas Podcast. You can also find us on the History of Bad Ideas on Facebook. If you're new to listening to us, thank you. If you're still listening, thank you. I don't know why. Since we are recording a new episode at Dana's, and intern Hackney is here, what topic should we ask the intern about? Wrestling, Kevin James, Sylvester Stallone, and Jason's impressions. We've hit 3 of the 4. So, in last place, which I think is ridiculous, Jason's impressions at 8%. Winning 42% above the other 2 that tied at 25%, Kevin James. Now, you're not just saying this. You really like Kevin James.
Absolutely.
Why?
Kind of looks like Kevin James.
That's.
Do I want to thump you? Or?
No, I relate to him in several ways.
I've met your wife. She's not as whiny as Leah Remini. In fact, I like your wife, unlike Leah Remini.
Is she as hot as Leah Remini?
That doesn't take much, but yes.
The only other differences between me and him is my best friend isn't African American.
There you go.
And you have a Hollywood career. He doesn't, so that helps too.
Although,
And my father-in-law doesn't live in my basement.
Are there any
thanks God.
Are there any Scientologists in your
Yet.
household?
Is there any?
There are not.
No
Okay.
Scientologists?
Okay.
Jason, the one thing I think you will like about the Jay and Silent Bob reboot is they do make fun of Kevin James.
Fuck him. That piece of shit.
Because they
fucking
get
piece
Kevin
of
Smith and Kevin James confused.
He's such an asshole.
So Jay wants to kill that Kevin James.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
What is it that makes him an asshole?
He's better than Jason.
No, that doesn't take much.
So that means we're all assholes?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That's a given.
But we're his assholes.
He goes to the lowest common denominator. Chuck and Larry pretty much killed the deal for me. And Adam Sandler has built up so much good stuff in him before he, got bad that I can somewhat forgive him for Chuck and Larry because there's Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Hanukkah Song, some of his time on Saturday Night Live,
King of Queens.
Canteen Boy,
Goat Boy.
No,
that's Jim Brewer.
that's Jim Brewer. Yeah.
I hate that character, by the way.
Goat Boy?
Yeah,
Oh,
most
yeah.
annoying character ever.
You think Jim Brewer
Really?
was
More annoying than every character that Will Ferrell did?
No, Chris Kattan.
Oh, yeah, Mango. Mango's the worst.
Yeah, I hated that one.
He has to be the worst SNL character.
But he really
Or
thrived since he
actor.
left SNL, Chris Kattan.
Didn't they make a movie of his
Corky
Mango?
Romano.
Oh, I watched that.
I did too. Thanks, Jeff.
Baby, don't leave me.
I just don't understand why everybody hates Kevin James. He's funny.
In what?
Everything.
No.
I
Did
don't
you
hate
watch
Kevin.
Kevin Can Wait?
I don't hate
I
Kevin
did.
James.
I like King of Queens.
King of Queens.
Ugh,
One of the best sitcoms ever.
Stop it. That's my number 5 on disaster films. That's how bad it was.
You didn't define disaster.
That's right. Let's talk
More
something.
films.
Let's talk something real quick that we can both agree on. How amazing is AEW right now?
Oh, it is unbelievable.
It's a breath of fresh air
It is.
in wrestling.
It really is.
All right, I'm going to cut in here real quick since we were talking about Kevin Smith or whatever. And did you see he was at like their first televised thing? And he was supposed to be on WWE on that Friday.
Yes.
And he got the note or the message the next morning after being on ECW. AEW, I'm sorry. After being on AEW, we don't want you on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They withdrew his
Offer. That's fine.
That's
So they said he was the first casualty of the new wrestling wars.
I think they need more promos, not long ones, just a couple more, because the wrestling nonstop is great, but you need to do a little bit more. But what they're doing, like the little vignettes of their background of each wrestler, is great. Keep doing it.
Yeah, it's just amazing how much different it is when you actually just let those guys do what they do.
Yeah.
You don't try to control them. Don't try to give them a script or make them not be who they are or who they're trying to be. I love it.
Because Jake Hager would still be getting a chance of We the People if Jericho did not ad-lib his line about it was a stupid idea from bad creative, and everyone stopped chanting it after that, the We the People line.
Yeah.
And they haven't done it in this week either.
Right.
Well, in the fans' defense, up until then, even in his MMA fights, he did We the People.
No, and that's fine, but now they're trying to do...
They're trying to get rid of it.
Correct. And then I watched Raw last night for like here and there. Oh, that is a tough show to watch now.
Yeah,
Even with the new characters, especially after you watch AEW, you're like, that 2 hours flies by.
yeah.
And Raw is like the Phantom Menace of wrestling. It is like 5 hours worth of wrestling in 3 hours of a show.
It's hard to watch. I mean, honestly, now I DVR them and I fast forward through 3/4 of it. I don't even watch it anymore.
Yeah, when I watch Raw on Pornhub, I gotta fast forward it too. It's pretty rough to watch.
Do you sit there with your Arnold Schwarzenegger sex doll just watching it?
I don't need the doll when I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. Oh, Arnold. Let's see here. We got some listener feedback. Blake, would you like to do this for once? We haven't had listener feedback in a while.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the Curse of Oak Island 25 best moments.
No, it's 25 best. It's 25 theories.
Yeah,
is
best
on TV.
25 theories. I'm recording it at home.
Oh,
I
can't wait for
have
it.
the only theory that matters.
What's that?
There's nothing on Oak Island.
There's people.
There are plenty of buttons on Oak Island.
They were planted.
They only say
Hey.
Levi. It's not planted.
TV show about buried wood was never better. Come on.
Pornhub says the same thing.
But yeah, it's on in the background, so I'm distracted.
It's a horrible show. Go ahead.
You know, the new season's coming out soon. I'm looking forward to it.
I thought this was the last season.
I can't wait.
Are you kidding? The real treasure is how they keep getting paid to come back every year.
That's what they find in the last episode, their contracts. That's what's on the island is their contracts. You know, Modern Family was supposed to end last season too, Jeff, and they brought it back.
Yeah, I'm so angry at them for that.
Now you're pot committed. You have to.
I know. I watch it every weekend. Why am I watching this?
This week was better. Gloria annoys the hell out of me.
Oh, she always did
Yeah.
for you, but I
She is
laughed
awful.
like twice, so yeah, it's better than it has been. But
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff.
All right, it's time for our bomb listener feedback, sponsored by Comrade LeBron James, the man who will shut up and dribble for communist China and Nike. From this guy, what's this guy's name? I can't see it. It's dark
Doug?
in here. Doug.
Can't give yourself a nickname. Number one fan. A-Pants. Intern Hackney's getting malts at the malt shop for us back there. You heard that?
Did you hear that?
I think I heard that. I'm assuming everyone listening knows what that was.
We're actually at Steak and Shake, not Dana's.
Really? You can find an open Steak and Shake?
No.
Does anyone know why those closed, by the way?
The food?
Oh, I like the food.
Oh.
But they just up and closed everything without saying anything.
I think it was like the corporate was losing money and tried not to close until they said, "Oh, we got to close."
What's our least profitable place? Cincinnati. Done.
No,
They're
it
all
wasn't
gone.
just Cincinnati. It's pretty
Indiana,
much-
I think, lost some too.
Well, Indiana is where they're based out of.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, sorry, Mr.
If
Steak and
Indiana's
Shake Guru.
losing them, then everyone's losing them.
Sorry, I didn't know you were the shake guru.
That would be like if Dublin, Ohio, lost Wendy's
Why?
because that's where it's from. That's where it's based.
Steak and Shakes in Dublin?
No, Wendy's.
What's Wendy's at?
Fuck you.
Go ahead, Blake.
So Blake, what does Doog say?
Oh, I thought we answered this question already.
Yes, Steak and Shake closed.
Steak and Shake is closed. Why? Permanent remodeling. No. Doogie actually says, Oreo released a mystery flavor. Can we have an in-depth investigation into this by Hobie?
I apologize. We will be having Oreos, mystery flavor Oreos, opening night of the Bob Studios.
I hope so.
I'm intrigued.
All I know
I'm
is
intrigued.
the supermarkets in my neighborhood do not have the mystery flavored Oreos.
They do in my area. I'm thinking it's cookies and cream, right?
Yeah, they have
You know
cookies
what?
and cream Oreos. It's like, isn't that the exact flavor?
That is
That would
the
be
best
brilliant.
joke in 300 plus episodes. That is Jason's only good joke. I love it.
Thank you,
I
Blake.
love it. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man.
So, Doug, I hope we answered your question.
Yeah, but Doug has to buy them and bring them. From somebody who thinks they're better than us, superiority complex, says, what's your wrestling entrance song or baseball walk-up music?
Intern?
Supporty complex says, it's I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
That's not really a song or music.
Well, it just repeats it over and over again.
What would you do, intern, for wrestling?
For wrestling, I would use Stone Cold.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's just
But that was somebody else's entrance.
He can still use it. He said, what's
Yeah,
your
there's-
wrestling
there's-
entrance
it's-
song? Or
There's no copyright. There's no copyright on
and
that.
if I did a baseball song, it would be anything by Clay Aiken.
Invisible.
Oh, I thought he'd had a song called Anything.
Oh, I really did think that too. I messed up on that. Sorry. I would probably do "Smooth Up in Ya."
You do the Bullet Boys.
Bullet Boys. Yep.
Oh,
For
Lord.
wrestling and baseball, I think that's
Oh
good.
my God!
Or actually, for baseball, it would be "Walk the Dinosaur." That's what it would be because I do
Jesus
love walking.
Christ. How do you go from cookies and cream to that?
Carefully.
Jesus, no, that was rough. There was no careful. It was dropped on us.
Drop a bomb on me.
I would do Turn Down for What?
What?
Down for what?
What?
I know that one.
I don't understand the song. What are they turning down for?
What?
What?
Well, definitely for baseball walk-up, it would be the You're Not the Boss of Me, the theme song from Malcolm in the Middle.
Okay. Wrestling?
Well, wrestling, since it was the theme song in your Xbox wrestling game 15 years ago, Bon Jovi's It's My Life.
Okay. I like that.
Just to piss Blake off and
I
put
hate
Bon Jovi out
I
there.
hate Bon
Intern,
Jovi.
He's better than the Smiths.
Stone Cold's a good I
This
do
would
like
be a horrible
Jericho's Break the
walk-up
Walls
song.
Down.
Yeah,
Break the Walls Down.
that's a good one.
Blake, what's yours?
Well, I didn't know I had to pick two songs.
Yeah, just one.
You know, if you
So
want the same song.
the wrestling song would be like "Killing in the Name of," Rage Against the Machine,
Okay.
because you got to get hyped up because you got to
I'll
go
get you that.
do some ass whipping.
I can't disagree. Whoa!
You know,
Oak Island! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting intrigued now.
You just saw it was on TV in front of you now.
Well, I didn't just see it, but they threw out an interesting little... could this be something to do with the...
Templar treasure.
No, it was what you
Oh,
call
Solomon's
star.
Mine.
Oak Island is a star map.
Yes,
It's a
It's
constellation.
a constellation star map now.
That's right. That's one. That's great. But
Which other?
baseball song, I would probably do something to fuck with everybody. So it'd be like, take me out to the ball game, and then everybody will have to stand up and start singing.
Every time you come
Every
back.
time you come out to the bat.
National anthem.
Or I could do that too. Everybody's got to stand.
Oh, Canada.
Well, then I'd have to stop. Because you can't walk during the anthem. You have to stop.
I could also do the Bengals touchdown song.
Here, there's
I haven't
Bengals
heard it yet this year.
I'd never get out of the dugout.
Here, there's Bengals roaring, mean and angry.
Oh my gosh! You know, Monday,
in
Jim.
Hungary, and offensive. The offense is moot. Run past their boot. And defensively, we suck. Cincinnati Bengals. That's the team we're going to cheer to. Mediocrity. Touchdown Bengals. Get some points up on that board and don't embarrass Cincinnati.
I like your version.
I
That's
changed
good.
a
That's
few
the
words.
realistic version. Remember how we did a podcast where we made fun of Dave Lapham and his stupidity?
Yes.
And how you can't... Yeah, exactly. So Jim Rome was actually playing the clip of Dave Lapham from this Sunday's game, and Jim Rome's like, "Who is this guy?" He's like, I couldn't have...
Dave
he's like,
Lapham
another
still
Dave
the
Lapham,
radio?
like interceptions, like he's going, oh. He's like, I couldn't have phrased it better. He's like...
I can't believe Dave Lapham's still doing
He's still the
play-by-play.
radio guy. He's still
Yeah, he's still
Him and Dan Horde.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's the worst.
That's cruel and unusual punishment.
I really
is.
I liked him doing big 12 football games when he wasn't a complete fan.
Yeah.
His insight is actually pretty good, but when he's a complete fan, it's dreadful to listen to.
Yeah, it is horrible. You can't get past it. But you know what? He is like, Cincinnati's own, so you got to claim him, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
He's the
I don't-
Bengals version of Marty Brenneman.
He's better than Tom.
Yeah, I don't play Tom Brennan.
Well,
so.
the anti-Brenneman, you know?
He's a super homer where, where
He
Marty
actually pays
criticized
attention
everything.
to the game. I mean, Marty retired, right? We're allowed to make fun of him now.
I've made fun of him before.
Yeah, I remember listening to the Lapham. You don't know what happens because he's yelling and screaming, and you're like, what the hell just happened? You got to listen to him for
Doug
15
Pelfrey has never missed an extra point to send a team into overtime. The snap's low. Here it goes. Oh my God! 10 minutes later, well, we're in overtime now.
Yeah,
What
happened exactly?
There was one time I was listening to the game and like a deep pass and and he's screaming and yelling and I'm like, I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Should
And
you
then
be
he
excited? Should you be happy?
Well, then he talks about going for the extra point. I'm like, they scored, and then I realized it was a pick six, and the other team scored the extra point.
I think one of the best one is Dan Hoare's like, that's first and goal from the Bengals 6, and the handoff to James? What's his name? All of a sudden, the defender has to go pick up up his jock strap on the fire because he put a move on him that was so wild. He just stopped him dead. I'm like, what happened? Did he score a touchdown? What is it? What happened? He's like, it just moved. You gotta go pick the jock strap. Unbelievable move. And it was great. It was awesome. The next thing he's like, and the third and goal from the 4.
Dan Horde steps in. Oh, and
Dan
the third
Horde.
goal from the 7.
Does Dan Horde? What does Dan Horde do when Lapham's going on his conniptions? I mean, what
goes to the
does
bathroom.
Dan Horde do?
That's when he takes his bathroom breaks.
He gets the defibrillators out for Dave Lapham just in case.
I got 2.5 minutes to go get something to eat while he's yelling.
What do we got from Ziggy?
All right, Ziggy.
Oh, I hope we answered the superiority complex's question.
We did.
Who would you be on your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
We did Mount Rushmore superheroes.
I was going to
Jeff
say,
and I did at the Expo.
At first, I thought you guys did this at the Expo, but it's like, no, that was superheroes. So now you got to do the wrestling version.
Intern Hackney put a lot of wrestling questions on his own outline.
And
so I
the crazy
appreciate that.
horse. And the crazy horse.
Okay, so the one. Well, that's Ric Flair. We got to put Ric Flair on the crazy horse.
What? I thought Ric Flair would be on the
I was
Mount
putting Ric
Rushmore.
Flair on Ric
Okay.
Flair.
Ric Flair. Is that correct, Hackney? On the
Yes.
Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Right,
Hogan.
Flair.
Unfortunately,
I
Hogan.
don't like Hogan, but
I didn't have him on mine.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take him off because I can't stand that guy.
well, I don't like him, but he is one of the all-time greats for whatever you.
Stone Cold.
No.
Stone Cold
Yep.
was
Bundy. Yeah,
in
I mean,
the
you
middle
gotta-
there. I
gotta-
Stone Cold is between
not
4 and 5.
Andre.
Andre the
Andre
Giant.
the Giant, for
You
sure.
had to put Andre the
No, I
Giant.
didn't have Andre.
Because he did make it popular in the 70s and 80s because of his like how big he was on the independent circuit. Well, I guess it was all indie back then. But I thought Hogan because he did push it forward into the rock and roll era. Stone Cold pushed it in, and then he got put Flair just because he's awesome.
I had Hogan, Flair, The Rock,
Oh,
I had The Rock on mine as well.
and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with Stone Cold or Macho Man.
But you do have
I
the.
put Stone Cold and then throw Macho Man for the crazy.
There you
That's
go.
a good
I was
one.
about
Macho
to
Man's
say
good
you
for
have the
crazy horse.
overflow. You have the overflow.
I
For,
have Perry Saturn. I have Loki. La Parka.
okay.
The chairman of the board.
Of course.
Who, as much as
And
I,
Juventud Guerrero.
who, as much as I love Major League Wrestling, MLW, their pay-per-view, La Parka is challenging for the heavyweight title.
Good.
And I'm like, I like you, La Parka. You're 87 years old, and you should not be in the main event. Your son should be the one challenging in MLW, not you.
grandson.
It doesn't.
Get your math right.
My bad. So who do you have, Hackney?
Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, Stone Cold, and The Rock.
I'm going Hogan, Flair, Stone Cold, and Jericho.
I don't disagree with any of your guys'
As much as
Rushmores.
Jericho, I love Jericho. I don't know if he.
50 years old, and he's taking over AEW.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay, there you
God.
go. Although,
Jeff Jarrett.
although no one mentioned
JEFF.
the fabulous Moolah yet.
May
She
West.
holds like every important record.
That's because there's no other women wrestlers back
It's not
then.
her fault. She beat everybody who
It's
came
like the
after her.
Patriots. Oh, they're so good. Well, they're in the worst division. Which, again, you can't pick the division.
They're
so-
not in the worst division because the Bengals are not in their division.
That's true.
But the Dolphins are. And the Jets.
Yeah, but we got the Steelers
Still
and the Browns.
The Browns beat the Jets.
And the Browns are in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Next, going to be. I mean, according to them, sure.
Blake, who would you put in your Mount Rushmore wrestling?
I don't disagree with any of your guys' Mount Rushmore picks. I could put them all up on there. I agree.
He's got 14 people on
But
his
yeah, the problem is I have to downsize my. No,
He hobied that shit.
I hope he that shit. No, now my crazy horse would be either two people. The first one would be George the Animal Steel.
Oh, that's a good one.
My crazy horse is Benoit.
Yeah. Or it'd be that unknown wrestler guy that wears the blue shorts that gets beat all the time.
Blue Meanie?
I have no idea.
Blue shorts.
Does anybody really know who he is?
Was
Yeah, the
that
blue back in the day, the blue no-name guy that everybody
you
beat
just
the
mean-
shit out of.
Yeah, Joe Two Tights over
Oh,
here.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Iron Mike Sharp.
Barry Horowitz.
Horowitz, that's what I was
Barry
trying to think
Horowitz.
of.
There you go.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
Who Vince McMahon gave a semi-push to because no one else was left in the company in the mid-'90s. Who we got left? Well, we got Horowitz, I guess. I guess we'll put it in there, right?
Ooh, I might put Spike Dudley on my list too.
You could put. I'm trying to think of ECW. You got Taz. If you really wanted to go like
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer's a good one. I was just trying to think like if you do the extreme version. If I did
Somebody
Flair for
from-
WCW, Hogan from Rock and Roll, Stone Cold from the New Era, and then you go to
Attitude Era.
yeah, and then you got the extreme ECW. You could put Dreamer. Bret Hart could be up there too, though, just for
The Hitman.
I do love Bret Hart. That's a tough call. He did become a little crazy though.
Now they're connecting the islands, or
No, that's where they sunk the treasure ship in the lagoon. That's why it's flooded and
These
it's
CGI graphics
artificially
look like
man-made.
something on the Commodore
so
64C.
the island isn't even a fake island now. Oh.
The island is technically two islands, but there is a man-made lagoon in the middle of
Why
it.
isn't it called the Curse of Oak Islands?
Because it's one island now.
I don't get it. What else we got? This Nick Albright we actually did at the expo. We got Nick. We need some new questions. So
Nick.
what else we got?
New questions. All right. Give us some new stuff. Nat from the Cult of Domesticity, taking time out of their house cleaning to ask us best shark movie.
Jaws 3D.
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh.
Jaws.
Jaws is probably up there, but besides that
Jaws
one,
3D.
Well,
Jaws 3.
Oh, it-
Intern.
The Meg.
Love the Meg. He punched it in the eye.
Is that
Punched it in
is
the
that a
fucking
shark
eye.
movie or is that a megalodon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
the Meg
technicalities.
did not have enough killing.
Yeah, and I figured with Statham in it, like everything would die.
You would think. And you would think the Megalodon would, I don't know, eat something. It's been, it's a big shark. It's a big fish. Animal.
Sharknado 5.
Is that the one Tara Reid becomes a robot?
To be released.
I think that's when she loses her head.
It hasn't
Okay.
been made yet.
Get it? No. Jeff, you're going Jaws 3D?
Yes.
Okay. Is that Michael Caine or is that Jaws 4?
That was Jaws 4.
Okay.
Or Jaws the Revenge.
Sorry.
Who was that? Michael Caine?
Michael Caine.
No, Jaws 3 was Dennis Quaid.
I'm the rookie.
Speaking of Dennis Quaid, did you see he just got engaged to a 25-year-old
Hubba,
girl?
hubba, hubba.
Nice work.
How old is he?
Congratulations, Mr. Quaid.
62, I believe.
I saw
Damn.
somebody tweeted out, said something about, I just realized I'm the same age now as Dennis Quaid was when his wife was born.
That's rough.
Dennis Quaid is 65.
65.
I'm sure they have a lot in common, right?
He's eligible for Social
25-year-old
Security.
PhD student.
Really? But how long has she been a PhD student?
7 years.
PhD.
She
in
hasn't gotten her bachelor's yet. She just wants to get a PhD.
PhD.
She
in
ran out of money, so she had to find a sugar daddy.
Oh, okay.
Dennis.
That's fine. That's fine.
She's getting her degree in Dennis Quaid D.
Didn't know they gave PhDs at community college. That's interesting. Honey, have you graduated community college? No. But I think my PhD's here. Good for her, though.
Isn't there a course in junior college, how to marry rich old people, rich old man?
Yeah, Sugar Daddy.
Sugar Daddy.
Daddy's 101.
Sugar Daddy 101.
Sugar Mama's 101, too.
There's Sugar Daddy 202.
Ashton Kutcher taught that. Teaches Sugar Mamas.
That's when you're going for the MRS degree.
No. You get an MRS.
What you got, Blake?
Oh man, there's only one way to go after we've sunk so low, and that's going back up, raising us above the pits and the dwell and the smut that we talk about. To enlighten us is Meow God. Meow God. Here's my question of the week. If you are a flower, what flower would you be and why?
Intern, you're the guest.
I would be a black peonies.
And
Black
why?
panties? What?
Black peonies,
And why?
because they're the largest flower out there.
Really?
Do they eat people?
They do not.
What about flies?
Yes, they do eat flies.
If you
Yes.
disagree with him, it usually goes quicker.
You guys haven't heard
think
that
I've seen
about,
a movie about
black
it.
peonies?
Is that
I've
the one
seen
that
a
Cincinnati Zoo has? That grows and stinks?
No.
Okay. Because Because they have one that grows and stinks that is a pretty
you
big
mean
one.
the corpse flower? That's what I was picking.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
See, Jeff? Good job. Good job.
Yeah, pretty good.
Jim, what are you?
Jim, you got one?
Come back to me.
I'm the Venus flytrap.
Oh,
I don't wanna-
You're the one in the Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
No, that's
No.
the Audrey too.
Oh, the Audrey too.
Venus flytrap is the one that eats the flies.
Oh.
Because I don't want anyone around me.
That's small.
The Venus Flytrap was the one that did the nighttime gig on WKRP.
Ew.
Oh, I would do that.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be. I don't have to be particular. I'll be any orchid.
Why?
A white orchid
Any of them.
because you're racist.
No,
Oh,
I'll be black
okay.
orchid too. No,
Not red.
because how all the orchids resemble sex organs.
Jim, what do you got?
I'm a dandelion.
Why?
Because he's a weed.
Weed.
Because you can't get rid of me. Like herpes.
With a strong wind, you just blow somewhere else. Your seed goes everywhere with a strong blow.
He spills his seed everywhere.
Hey, Jim, how you doing? Oh, wind.
There you go.
Oh.
Hey, can we turn Meow God's enlightenment into even something worse? Yes, we did.
You're welcome, guys.
That's what happens when you ask us questions.
And I just saw on Twitter, Meow God is hanging out in Essen, Germany this week for the Essen Spiel.
So he's getting closer to Hobie.
Yes, he is closer to Hobie.
Okay.
What game is that?
It's
Eschenspiel.
Essen. It's the largest gaming convention in the world.
Ooh. Cool.
It only takes 6 months to get your figure back.
It's where they hand out the Spiel des Jahres.
Ooh.
The game of the year?
Yes.
Das Boot. What do we got next?
Randall Holt says, what category is Genie of Hobie going to be nominated in for this year's Floppy Awards?
It's a tough call. That's a tough call. She could be up for Guest of the Year because she's been on a couple times.
Best host?
Best Host.
I think she might be in the running for Canadian of the Year this year.
I think that might be a good call. That
What
might be a
about
good call.
Dating Expert?
Ooh. She did help us make Tree, so that helped.
Dating expert with, against Scab Jeff?
True. Jeannie could be up for Canadian of the Year. We could. You know what, though? I'm going to nominate Pittsburgh Nerd for Canadian of the Year this year. He does a lot of good for us, too. So I think
But
he's
does
up
he
there.
do good for Canada?
He doesn't live there, so that's a plus.
Everybody that has a podcast in Canada folds. Good job, guys. Wusses. I'm going to nominate Sean this year. I think we all get to nominate one person for Canadian of the Year. I think that's going to be how it goes. So think about that long and hard. And we need your answers in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Breeze doesn't come by now.
2 weeks. We're going to nominate everyone. Hackney, you get one too.
We are? Is it
Fantastic.
nomination season?
Yeah, it is becoming nomination season soon.
Wow.
So,
One rule, you can't nominate yourself.
Correct.
So,
Or anyone else on the
listeners-
show.
Listeners, please send your bribes into me to get nominated.
Ooh.
Or anyone else on the show. But Jeannie of Hobie is on the show, so I can't nominate her?
She's an exception.
Okay.
She's an exception. The regular group. So.
Well, I'm just saying Intern Hackney isn't the regular group. This is his first appearance on the show.
Okay, fine. We'll let Hackney be nominated too if someone
But
wants
he
to.
can't nominate
If
himself.
somebody wants to throw away their vote, don't blame me. I voted for kudos or
Hey, last year you nominated Scab Jeff.
yeah, that worked out well for him.
Yeah, he almost won.
I know, and then I switched. Everyone switched their votes. Blake, let's wrap this up.
And how well does it bode for you if you're nominated Intern of the Year and you're the only nominee? Do you really think you're going to win?
Still a victory.
Here, be nominated with Scab Jeff.
To ensure victory.
It's just an honor to be nominated.
Lies.
You're going to go places, kid. Finally, from Professor Number One and Doctor Number One, is Yadier Molina the biggest bitch in baseball?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Currently?
I agree.
Currently, yes.
Yes. And
All time, maybe not the biggest.
maybe not the biggest, but would I take him on my team? Yeah. I would.
Not now, I wouldn't.
Well, I'd put up with that.
Yeah, Chris Carpenter's out of the league, isn't he?
Yes,
Yes.
Chris
Okay.
Carpenter. Well, that Chris Carpenter is.
Yeah.
Albert Bell is too. It's a tough call.
Doesn't say the biggest bitch in as far as players or fans. So if I had my choice, it would be the Yankees and their fans.
Are they worse than the Cubs fans? St. Louis fans at least are intelligent about baseball. Cubs fans, you some of you have a bad.
It's just because they've only been fans for like 3 or 4 years.
That is true. That is true.
It's true.
No, honestly,
I mean
they've been fans for a while because
the diehard Cubs fans are actually they're older. They know what they're talking about.
Diehard fringe Cub fans, yes. You don't see many of them. You see a lot of the knobs that came in when they beat my Indians in the World Series.
Cleveland fans are pretty bad.
But the diehard Yankees fans are the worst because no matter what they do,
we had 27 World Series.
Immediately, right after they got eliminated, well, we still got 27 World Series.
Yeah, but hold on. I heard an interesting fact, and you can check this, Mr. Intern.
I will.
Of the year nomination. I just nominated you. There you go. All right, so this is the first time in 10 years the Yankees have gone without a championship in Major League Baseball.
In history?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Huh.
I just heard that over the weekend.
Over 10 years? I thought they won fairly recently.
No, 2009 to 2019, I think, is the 10-year first time in a 10-year period the Yankees haven't won a championship.
They didn't win it all in the 80s.
Yeah, they did. I think there's got to be one within a 10-year period.
They didn't win it all.
We're going to
look it up, intern.
He learned. He saw it on Facebook, or I'm sorry, the Newsy magazine.
Yeah,
the Newsy Museum.
I saw it on CNN, so it has to be true.
Down the hall.
Yeah, they didn't win it all during the 80s.
And from like 78 to 96, I don't think they.
Well, it's still not 10 years.
We're
That's 20.
figure it. But it's like the first 10 years or the first 10-year decade. I mean, decades normally have 10 years, right? It's the first 10-year decade.
You went from Meowga to this. You fell quick, Blake, on your jokes.
Hey, I didn't go from cookies and cream to fucking, what's your song?
Touch myself.
Oh, my God.
When I think about you.
See, that would have been better than what
That would have been a
said.
better song for your walk-up.
Everybody
No,
walks
actually
the
for your
dawn,
wrestling. Because nobody want to wrestle you.
Oh.
Oh, he'd come out like gold dust.
You know what? I have a better theme song lately, a new one. Velveteen Dream is a pretty good one.
That is really good.
Velveteen Dream. And he's so good.
I do like Rollins's too, though, because the crowd. That's to me, that's one of the biggest. With entrances is like, if everybody gets into it, then that I like that.
And then he wrestles.
Yeah,
And then
he's really good at that too.
Jason, stop distracting him. He has a job to do.
Sorry. Let's do some news of the geek.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
You asked for it? Well, Blake did. Intern Hackney, what you got for the news for Yankees?
So the Yankees last won a World Series in 2009, giving them no pennants for the last decade. But overall, they have longer stretches. They went from 18 seasons beginning in 1921 before they won it.
In 1939, if my math is correct.
No, 1921 was the first.
Oh.
And then they went
from
18
the beginning
seasons.
To 18, yeah.
And then their next drive spell was 82 to 95.
13.
Wow.
Oh, they won in 82. Oh, so I was wrong.
So, yeah. So, but do they have a victory in every decade except for the 9s to the 19s? I think that actually may have been the correct quote that I overheard.
Okay.
83 was Philadelphia. Or no, Baltimore, wasn't it? Over Philly.
So they got the 80s,
Philly
they got the
won in 80,
90s,
and that was the first
they
time
got the
they ever won.
70s, the 60s,
So they have the longest drought.
the 50s.
They won 11 seasons from 65 to 75
Yeah,
without winning.
What about the Indians?
yeah, but they won in the decade though.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe it was a decade thing. The Indians, fuck you.
What about the Mariners?
You know, they had a really good season that 1 year. 1 year.
1 year.
Yep.
The only team,
Best record in the game.
Yep.
the
Didn't
only
work well.
team not to make a World Series.
Correct.
With
Yeah.
Washington only?
Tampa.
Current.
Tampa made it.
Oh, that's right, they did.
God
Oh,
damn it, you
Washington-
guys!
Would
Fuck you
Washington
guys!
make it this year?
Their only victories against the Indians.
Whose?
What?
Tampa Bay Rays.
They didn't. No.
Oh, wait,
That was
hold
the
on.
Florida
Weren't
Marlins.
they the Devil Rays?
Oh, that was the Marlins. I'm sorry.
And the
Better
Marlins
name,
won
too.
twice.
Yes.
Lowest rated World Series ever.
I get all those Florida teams mixed
Marlins
up.
and Cleveland.
Yes.
Let's see here. The power of Jeff Conine did not sway them, sway the people to watch. Let's see here. We're going to skip the first one. We'll do the second one here. South Park started its 23rd season. And 2 weeks ago, the show's creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, mocked China not long after the NBA fell all over itself apologizing for a tweet, per Inc.com. Basically, the backstory is 2 weeks ago, the general manager of the NBA's Houston Rockets, they still have a team, Daryl Morey, posted a tweet with the slogan, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong." He deleted it because it, that will work. But the New York Times summarized, Chinese fans who see the Hong Kong protesters portrayed as violent rioters in the state-run news media, and largely regard them as such. Were furious. Sponsors paused their deals with the Rockets, and the country's main broadcaster said it would remove the team's games from its schedule. The league quickly apologized to China, which has hundreds of millions of basketball fans and represents lucrative financial opportunities. The NBA released a statement on Daryl Morey, and basically they just fell over backwards apologizing and saying, well, he doesn't speak for us. Please give us your money. Please, 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 maybe? So anyways, the owner of the Rockets apologized. Even their star guard, James Harden, separately apologized. Because just before the NBA started begging China for forgiveness, South Park released an episode called Banned in China.
The band, B-A-N-D.
Yes.
It's so awesome, the timing of this whole thing.
The Hollywood Reporter summarized it. It basically sets its South Park set its target on Hollywood, specifically Disney, mocking how the industry and company shapes film, TV, and music to avoid Chinese censors in order to have art, quote unquote, shown in the country. Episode follows the show's character Randy. Is that whose dad is that?
Stan.
Thank you. Who tries to expand his marijuana business into China, but gets arrested and winds up in a work camp. Well, there he runs into Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, a reference to China having banned these characters because they've been used to mock the country's president.
Xi Jinping.
Thank you.
And now we're banned in China.
See how this works, intern? Yeah. when everyone knows that I can't say
I saw
it.
that coming, and there's no way Jason's going to pronounce this.
That's going to be our new title. We're banned in China now.
It goes on. We can't. Apple won't put us on.
There you go. We're banned in China. There you go.
It goes on, but in Life Imitates Art moment, the episode apparently got South Park banned from the entire Chinese internet.
Yes.
This is the best part. A search on Twitter-like social media service Weibo turns up not a single mention of South Park among the billions of past posts. On streaming service Youku, this is all China, all links to clips, episodes, and even full seasons of the show are now dead. And on Baidu's Taibao, China's largest online discussion platform, like Reddit, bet you could probably figure that one out quicker, Jeff. Their version,
Probably not, because everything I'm looking up is banned.
I don't know what Reddit is. The threads and subthreads related to South Park are non-functional. So in response, South Park did what the NBA did, only in a pure mocking tone. Stone and Parker posted an apology on Twitter. Like the NBA, we welcome the Chinese censors into our homes and into our hearts. We, too, love money more than freedom and democracy. How do you say President? Xi doesn't look like Winnie the Pooh at all. Tune into our 300th episode this Wednesday at 10. Long live the great Communist Party of China. May this autumn's sorghum harvest be bountiful. We good now, China?
That was such perfect timing.
I love those guys.
That's where you can't. Where reality just outdoes art.
I thought Winnie the Pooh and Piglet were banned just because they're horrible characters.
See, you're the only person that thinks that.
Winnie the Pooh's awful.
You're awful. Winnie the
I
Pooh
know
is
it,
the
though.
Kevin James of cartoon bears.
What's that?
So Winnie the Pooh is the Kevin James of cartoon bears.
I will say Christopher Robin, though, the more my kids watch it, they watch it like 2 or 3 times, the new one with Ewan McGregor, it's actually really cute. It really is
It can't
heartfelt.
be. It's got Winnie the Pooh
I
in it.
know, and that makes me hate myself more than usual.
Don't worry,
But
we hate you too.
That's fine, but it makes me hate myself more.
So you're within the group.
Correct.
I was always disturbed by the fact that Winnie the Pooh never had pants.
But he has a shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with Donald Duck.
And guys should not just wear a shirt.
And Porky Pig.
But I do when I'm home watching football or something.
You're pantless and.
I wear a shirt just because I don't want to drop.
Well, no, that's fine if
food
you wear a
on
shirt,
it.
but you wear pants, though, right?
Why do I need to wear pants? I'm not going to spill food onto my nethers.
Are you sitting around naked?
No, I'm wearing a shirt. I just told you that.
The shirt catches everything.
We'll have to.
Well, when Jeff does play strip poker, what is the first thing you take off? Jeff?
Pants.
First thing I lose is my pants.
He never loses a hand.
If you don't want to see that, then don't let me lose.
Jim, do you
I fold.
Do you have bleach behind the counter? Because I think I'm going to need it for my eyes. Let's see.
And that stool when we're done.
Some quickies. Per Deadline, David Duchovny, Blake's favorite actor, has joined the cast of Blumhouse's reboot of The Craft. I loved her in The Craft. Duchovny has signed into a role in the film, joining the previously announced Kaylee Spaney, Gideon Odlin, Lovey Smith, Zoe Luna,
Lovey Simone.
and Nicholas Guillotine. Zoe Lister-Jones is writing and directing the re-imaging of the 1996 film. That was it.
All right.
Anybody excited about The Craft?
I love
Where's Baruka?
Yeah, they need to
Faruza Balk.
Yeah,
She's doing The
Faruza.
Water Boy, too.
Okay.
Straight to DVD. And finally, the Batman, the new movie,
I am the Batman.
has found its Riddler in Love and Mercy star Paul Dano. Per The Hollywood Reporter, he has signed on to play Edward Nashton, the man who later becomes Edward Nygma, in the upcoming Matt Reeves-directed Batman film. Dano joins a cast that includes Robert Pattinson as Batman. He's going to be awful. I saw him in Twilight.
Better not glitter.
Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. I like that pick.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of interesting.
And Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. I like that one
too.
too. From
Yeah.
Westworld.
Yep.
Love it.
The film is a noir-driven piece that is expected to include several members of the Batman's Rogue Gallery. Film is set for release on June 25th, 2021.
So
Still
far away.
earlier than New Mutants. Rumors are Seth Rogen is in talks for the Penguin.
If that happens, then I'm not watching it.
I do like Paul Dano as the Riddler.
Love it.
You know,
Josh Gad just got. He's.
he keeps telling everybody, I am not going to be the Penguin.
He was up for the Riddler at one point, and I guess they said he wanted too much money, and they said the talks never got to the point that it was close.
Apparently, he's going on Twitter telling people to stop talking about him being the Penguin. He's not going to be playing the Penguin. It's a non-story, and then
Seth
people are like, but the Penguin!
I don't see the Seth Rogen as
why
Penguin.
don't they
The
bring
last-
DeVito back and have him reprise his role?
The last thing I read was that Jonah Hill was supposed to be up for the
Yeah,
Penguin.
apparently
Jonah
that
Hill
fell out.
Yeah, he wanted too much money too.
Yeah. I would be fine if Seth Rogen did the ventriloquist, like something like that. I think he would actually be a better character for that. I just don't see him as a Penguin. I don't have a problem with Seth Rogen doing it. I mean, hell, he does great.
I know who you get for the Penguin.
Who's that?
Kevin James.
Oh, that would be wonderful. He already
Danny
played.
DeVito.
He already
Danny
played a
DeVito.
zookeeper with penguins.
That's right.
Or they can get Burgess Meredith.
Oh, breath of silence. Oh.
That's another one of my
but
favorite
why is
films because
everybody-
my two favorites are in it.
Why is
Kevin
everybody?
James,
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone,
Which one is that?
the Zookeeper.
Oh, Zookeeper.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in. Stallone was in
Stallone
that.
voices.
The Walrus.
No, I think it's a lion.
No.
Well, I don't
Does
remember.
he punch somebody's head clear around the back of its neck?
He does not.
Oh, damn it.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Why is everybody excited about Paul Dano?
He
I mean,
looked
seriously,
the part
I
of the
just
Riddler.
I just remember,
He fits. I
Yeah.
think.
you know,
I honestly
from Little
couldn't
Miss
tell you a
Sunshine.
single- oh, he was Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
He
I
was
can't
on
tell
the
you a thing
Sunshine.
he's
He was
done.
in There Will Be Blood. He
I don't
was,
remember him in that.
The Girl Next Door.
I don't remember him in that, but I do remember the girl next door.
He was nominated for an Academy Award for There Will Be Blood for Best Supporting Actor.
Really?
He was just in
The Girl
Escape at
Next Door, was
Dannemora.
that, was that the one where
with-
the highlight or climax at the porn awards?
The Girl Next Door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not There Will Be
There
Blood.
Will Be Blood.
I wanted to watch There Will Be Blood again. That's the Pornhub called There Will Be Cum. Big difference, Jeff. Big
No,
difference.
it's There Will Be Blood.
There's a very distinct audience for that film.
It's a niche. It's a
Yeah.
very big, a small niche.
I just want to know what I drink your milkshake means in the porn.
I drink
don't
the
know.
milkshake. I drink it right up.
Anyways,
I don't know. Don't they all go to the yard for that milkshake?
Yeah, mine usually brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, I don't understand. Must
that
be some
Beyonce?
good chocolate malt. I don't know.
all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Moving on, promo of the week is the Bearded Ones. We apologize. We did not have the Bearded Ones because this has kind of been thrown together, so we will get you back on it. But if you're looking for a good podcast with guys with beards, it's the Bearded Ones. Check out the Bearded Ones podcast. They're on the Danger Entertainment Network.
Danger.
Hey, Jeff, you have a beard.
I do.
What would you listen to?
The bearded guys.
Bearded Ones.
Bearded ones.
Bearded Ones.
Damn it.
Dang it, Jeff. Jim, you have a goatee. What would you listen to?
The bearded ones.
Yes. Intern Hackney?
The bearded ones?
Yes. Blake will be in Greenland. But anyways, if you're flying to Greenland, what would you listen to? Bearded Ones. Thank you.
There will be blood.
let me
on
get
audiobook.
on audio. It was that time of the month. Anyways. The Bearded Ones.
Cookies and cream, Jason. Cookies and cream.
Check out the Bearded Ones on the Danger Entertainment Network because they're awesome. Go check them out. Bearded Ones. Also, Jeff, what are you doing next September?
Too soon? Too soon?
I will be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
We are too. I think it's September 11th through the 13th.
Something like that.
Yep, that sounds good. Duke Energy Convention Center. Check us out. We'll be there. Actually, just listen to the last 4 episodes. They were all at the convention expo. So next year, get your tickets ready. They'll be coming out in January.
We'll let you know when they're on sale because you want to get the MVP ticket.
VIP.
Damn it! Why am I even here today?
I don't know.
This month off is just, I've lost my entire
Sync.
joie de vivre.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
CincinnatiComicExpo.com.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, well, since we haven't recorded since the expo and it's been a month, I'm not even sure what's going on in the box office anymore. All I know is I saw Joker and Jay and Silent Bob. So they must be the 2 highest grossing movies on the week.
That's a negative.
Oh, they're not there. This week, October 18th to the 20th, the number 1 movie at the box office was Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. It made $36 million in its opening weekend of a $185 million budget.
And Chinese friendly.
They better be if they want to.
They're not happy.
That budget.
They're not happy with the results.
They really thought it was going to do more than $36 million.
It's Angelina Jolie. That's got to sell tickets in 2005.
Yeah, it's also a sequel to a movie that wasn't all that great to begin with.
Yeah, I've never saw the first one.
It's a sequel to a prequel.
Exactly. Joker made another $29 million, a total of $247 million on a $55 million budget.
There you go.
Rich.
I think we've talked enough about the Joker.
Yes.
We'll move on. 3, Zombieland Double Tap made $27 million in its opening weekend on a $42 million budget.
They actually were quite happy with this one.
Well, they should.
They were expecting probably 16 to 20. They said, so they were pretty happy with this one.
I'm surprised the budget was only $42 million.
With all those Academy Award nominated actors in the
it looks
cast.
funny.
Yeah.
I want to see
does.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised to know that Leah Thompson has a hot daughter, and she's in this movie.
Emma Thompson?
Leah Thompson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but her daughter.
Zoe Deutsch, who's in the movie. Yeah.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Emma
And she actually kind of looks like her. I'm like, man, when I first saw her, I was like, she looks like somebody. So then I had to go into stalker mode and look her up on the internet. It's like Leah Thompson's daughter. I'm like, that's it?
What else we got, Jeff?
The Addams Family made another $16 million, a total of $57 million on a $40 million budget.
Monsters would have been better.
No, wouldn't have. The monsters sucked.
You suck.
And Gemini Man
Ugh.
made $8.5 million, a total of $35.5 million on a $150 million budget.
It's not even doing good overseas. I think they said they were
How
at
Chinese don't like this?
No, I think they're at 65 million total, and they said with marketing and everything, they're probably going to lose about $200 million on this one.
Has
It's all because of Will Smith's son came out.
Oh no! I think that's a CGI of himself in the movie, not his son.
No, his son really came out of the
Yeah, I
closet.
know. I'm joking.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay,
I
good
don't
for
see
him.
why it's any news because we don't care anymore.
Is that Jaden?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
But, as Will Smith lost his drawing power, what was his last good movie?
Good movie or good box office performance?
Good movie. Well, in box office performance.
Aladdin was his last box office.
Besides that one, though.
Why besides that one?
Wild Wild West.
He's done plenty since Wild Wild West.
After Earth. Welcome to After Earth.
Yeah, I forgot Aladdin. Shit.
Aladdin did well for him. But before that, he was struggling.
I think this one doesn't look bad.
I Am Legend was actually good.
That was over a decade ago.
That was like 2005.
Oh, God.
I didn't mind the Netflix movie that he was in, Bright.
Right? Yeah.
I couldn't finish.
Oh, yeah, that's
It
right.
was enjoyable.
I enjoyed it. I couldn't
And
finish
Suicide
it.
Squad.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Ugh. They're
And
keeping
he
the door
wasn't
open
good
for
at
him
it.
to come back.
Yeah, yay.
Well, you know what? Maybe he shouldn't fight a CGI version of himself.
Just a thought.
Just a
Well,
thought.
the problem with Suicide Squad is he didn't play the character; he played himself, and that's the problem when you take
He played
an
the
established
Fresh Prince?
the Fresh Prince if he was a assassin.
They're rebooting Fresh Prince.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh, my
And
God.
with some of the original characters coming back to play older
Is
selves.
he now the uncle
Oh,
adopting
God.
another cousin?
Oh, God. I
Is
just want
Will
Carlton
Smith-
back.
Yeah,
I want Carlton back.
back.
That's all I want.
That's true.
Bring back Carlton.
That's what you need.
But he hosts
Tatiana
a-
Ali can come back. Yes.
Was she the sister?
Yeah, the youngest one.
but Carlton is hosting that one game show.
Yeah, he's way too
Catch
busy.
21
Roulette?
Catch 21.
Carlton is way too busy to do it.
That's right.
Although MeTV shows reruns of Silver Spoon, so you can always catch a very young Alfonso Ribeiro.
So my wife and I turned
Alfonso,
on
yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air a couple nights ago and watched about 2 episodes, and my kids were all like, "This is horrible. What is this?" They're like, we had to watch this as kids, guys, and they're like, "Oh, couldn't you watch anything on Netflix?" No, there is no
Netflix did not exist then.
This is what we had. We had 4 options.
I like the Alfonso Ribeiro Pepsi commercial.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah. When, he
When
was
Michael
a kid.
Jackson's hair caught on fire,
Was he in that one?
Alfonso was in
Ah.
that. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Gemini Man did not do well. What else we got here?
I suppose we'll have some buy sell. Or no, we have upcoming first. I have to turn the page. October 25th, 2019. We have Black and Blue.
That movie's a bruiser.
A rookie police officer in New Orleans has to balance her identity as a black woman with her role as a police officer when she witnesses other police officers committing murder.
I saw one trailer for this. It doesn't look bad.
Looks pretty good.
Intern, do you watch The Rookie?
I
Speak
do.
on Cops. I thought you did.
Yes.
Have you watched this season?
Yes.
I think this season's better.
It's better.
I thought the last half of last season was good.
Yeah, it took a little bit to
Develop the characters.
develop it.
Yeah.
And then
Now, don't they have to change the name now since it's been a year?
He's still a rookie.
he's technically still a rookie. So,
I did like how they got
Well,
rid
we
of
can
his...
wear short sleeves.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah. He did graduate to short sleeves.
I did like how the TO, she left the show, his training officer, because there were some issues
Yeah, big time.
behind the scenes. And then all of a sudden, it's like the first episode, they did like a 5-minute thing,
Yeah.
like she did this, this, and this. She couldn't get promoted, so she left.
She left. Yeah, that
The end.
they didn't have much time to write anything else better than that.
No, it was
Or-
kind of like Simpsons when the dog goes away. Who's the dog? Poochie.
Yeah. He went
Poochie
back to his home planet and
planet.
was never seen again.
The TO went back to the DEA. Have a good day.
And I love when Poochie goes to his home planet, you just see the cell being pulled off.
That's what I felt like here. I thought they would do like a cutout picture of her and just walking into the DA office. Wait a minute. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this season a lot more.
I was a little surprised that they moved it to Sunday night, but
It's doing well.
It seems to be drawing pretty well against The Walking Dead. So
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like I said, I've enjoyed The Rookie. It's a good. You don't have to think hard about it, and I like that. As long as they don't, stop a terrorist threat every single week
Right.
on it, I'm fine with that. Just show me what happens.
Right.
Give me the backstories.
So there's in season 2?
yeah,
So how come they didn't put it like the rookie sophomore year?
Because we just explained that. Because
I know,
No. He zoned out again.
Oh, sorry.
I was watching the Curse of Oak Island.
Oak
Seems
Islands.
like we were talking.
Islands. Oak Islands.
This is the European Chamber.
Jeff, what else we got?
Now we have buy sell.
No, we still have 2 other movies.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I told you, I'm out of sorts. Also coming out, we have Countdown.
When a nurse downloads an app that claims to predict the moment a person will die, it tells her she only has 3 days to live.
3
With the clock ticking and a figure haunting her, she must find a way to save her life before time runs out.
What happens if she just sits on her couch and just mocks the guy, the ghost that's haunting her?
Why don't she just check the expiration date on her birth certificate?
Or maybe she could just change the settings on her iPhone so the app does a different time.
I've never even heard of that.
It's 1987. You got 18. You got 27 years left. See, ghost. See.
It's before Y2K.
Let's see. People in the countdown is Elizabeth Lale, Jordan Calloway,
Related
Jordan.
to Miguel and Michelle?
Talitha Elena Bateman,
Justin Baton's
I was just
wife.
going to say that. Too.
Peter Facinelli,
Hey, I heard of him.
Dylan Lane, Tachina Arnold,
Oh, yeah, she was great in Martin.
Tom Segura,
Martin.
Oh, I heard of him too. He's
Lana
a comedian.
McKissick.
He's one of my favorite comedians.
Ann Winters.
Jim, you're reading who wrote the story, the show, the movie, not the actors in it.
No, these are the actors in it.
There's 87 writers.
I haven't heard anything about that movie.
At the local drive-in, they're showing this weekend. It's a triple feature of scary movies. This, It 2, Chapter 2, and Child's Play.
I want to see it, Chapter 2 still.
I did too.
And also coming out, we have The Current War, Director's Cut. So we don't have the real movie, just the Director's Cut?
It's Cagney. He wrote it. Not the movie. The
Which war is current? Is this about
Well,
electricity?
it is.
Is this
War of
is this the
War of
Tesla
1812.
Edison?
It is. Tesla,
The
Westinghouse.
movie was
Edison.
actually made in 2017.
Oh.
So this is director's cut, and it's the dramatic story of the cutthroat race between electricity titans Thomas Edison and George Westinghouse to determine whose electrical system would power the modern world.
So they just ignored Tesla.
I think the director's cut added Tesla back in.
he's just a cutout. They're just moving into the screen.
No, they use
Actually,
a car to represent.
They're giving him his own spin-off.
No, Tesla's in it.
Oh, it is?
Talking car job.
Nicholas Hoult plays Tesla. Hoult, yeah.
Hello, I
The
am
Beast?
Michael Shannon, Zod plays George Westinghouse.
Does he chew as much scenery in that as he does in Superman?
Spider-Man, Tom Holland plays Samuel Insull. And Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, plays Thomas Edison.
Ah.
Oh.
It's magic.
So it's Doctor Strange versus Zod
Versus
with Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
hanging around
With Spider-Man and
the Beast.
the Beast, yeah.
I like that movie. What else we got? Now we got buy sell, Jeff. Let me get it to you. Go ahead.
is it time for buy sell?
The stock of.
The stock of the career of Angelina Jolie. She is currently at $120.18 in the Hollywood Stock Exchange. Coming out, she has The Eternals, Come Away, and Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Sell.
I think she's on the bubble.
That's a lot of money.
Time to sell.
120 is a lot. I'm not sure if I'm sold on The Eternals.
It's Angelina Jolie after her accent in the movie with Alexander.
Alexander, yes.
I sell every time.
I am Russian, German, Irish. What?
Yeah.
She was great as
sell.
Grendel's mom.
I think
Yeah.
I might actually have better accents than her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Hollywood is sexist, so she's getting up there in age, so they're probably not going to offer
You just gave her the
as
Eternals.
any roles.
Hackney, what are you doing?
So,
But
Good
you're
job.
buying on future.
So are we
You're not
buying
on-
or selling?
I said I'm selling.
Oh, okay. Who else we got?
Also, we have Jesse Eisenberg, who is currently sitting at $21.29. Upcoming for him, movies Resistance, Vivarium, and Now You See Me 3.
You also forgot Lex Luthor. I'm sure they're going to do a sequel.
Now you see
spin-off
me
of that.
3.
Now You See Me 3.
I gotta buy.
I'm stunned he's
gonna have a
only
bump.
$21.
Buy low.
I mean, I thought Eisenberg would have been a little
I'll
higher
buy
than
because
that.
he's $21.
I'm buying it $21.
I'm not happy with it.
He'll
I'm
get a
buying
little
it
bump and then
$21.
sell.
Hackney?
And then
I'll wait
sell.
till Now You See Me 3 comes out.
I'll buy. I mean, that's...
Because Now You See Me movies are raking in
I
sales.
paid more for a lot worse.
You know, I actually went to the theater to watch both Now You See Me movies.
Why?
Was Kevin Spacey in the second one?
No,
No.
I was in the
He was
prison.
in the first one.
Kevin Spacey was in the first.
I was in it.
Was I in it? I don't remember that. I don't even remember. You know, I said it all. Now you see me. Now you don't. He could have been. Oh.
I think he's right, actually. I think Kevin Spacey was in the first
I'm trying
one.
to remember what character he would have played.
Hi, Kevin Spacey.
Okay. Anyway, we're moving on. I suppose it's time for our top
Hey,
5 list.
Are you guys still doing that Hollywood
We
stock
are. Go to
exchange?
HSX.
Yeah.
Go to Hollywood Stock Exchange.
Who's winning?
Let me pull it up right here.
We will get you an update here. Go to the Hollywood Stock Exchange, HSX, and look up for the history of bad ideas. We have our own division. It's free, and you buy and sell the stock.
Anyone can come in and beat the crap out of me since I think I've made 4 moves in the last.
You need to do a little bit
year.
more of that.
I bought a lot of Michael B. Jordan.
That's
Torch Boy.
who's winning, Jim?
Doctor number 1
Doctor number 1.
Just so it's not scam.
has
Jeff.
gained 1,682%.
My
And you
God.
start with $1 million? Is he up to $1 billion?
He bought all. What did he buy?
He's at 35 million.
Okay.
Rex Rudd is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor number 2 is number 3.
Okay.
That's a poorly named doctor.
Okay.
Let's see. Doug is 4th.
Holy crap.
Pittsburgh Nerds 5th.
Oh no, I'm losing to Sean. Now I gotta pay attention.
Heffernan Rules is 6th.
Oh, I'm up to 6?
Yes.
All right.
So that Kevin
Dragolith
James
is
stock you're
7th.
buying.
Whoever who?
Dragolith.
Oh yeah.
Pumazili. That's,
Nikki's in there,
Nikki,
okay.
She's 8th. Jeff is 9th.
Ooh, 9. I'm
Jason is 10th.
Oh God, I'm not as bad as Scab Jeff.
RJ Holt is 11th. Whoever signed, I guess Greg Rose signed in. He's 12th. I'm 13th.
And Jim makes moves.
Miami Town Jeff is 14th.
Oh, Scab Jeff 14.
And Stork is 15th.
Good job, Stork.
Well, that's exactly where Stork should be,
Yes,
bringing up the rear.
Let's do some top 5, Jeff.
Okay, let's.
Top 5 this week from Nikki. It's top 5 disaster films. We weren't really specific. Neither was she. So that's that. It's top 5 disaster films.
What
Your
kind of disaster?
interpretation. There you go. Intern, you're the guest. What's your number 5 this week for top 5 disaster films?
Number 5 I have is Only the Brave.
Which one is that?
It's the Granite Mountain Hotshots, where they fight the forest fires.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's
That was a couple years ago?
2 years ago.
yeah.
Huh.
I heard that movie was hot.
You're feeling hot,
Get out.
hot, hot.
Well, they first made it in Entourage.
Oh, it's a fake movie? Kind of like
Sky
Aquaman.
jumpers? Or...
Yeah.
John Cena's in one now, too.
He does have. Yeah.
He does have one coming out. He's a fireman.
Don't confuse his wrestling.
Oh, he's a
with movies.
firefighter with their babysitting kids.
Yes.
Though? Oh
Yeah.
God.
This is
Oh, that
disaster
looks
time.
terrible.
It looks bad, but I'll watch it. Only because Key from Key and Peele's in it.
Yeah.
He's just hilarious.
Can't wait for the movie poster. Intern Hackney says, it looks bad, but I'll watch.
Disaster movie.
Jim, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Pompeii.
So Jim has a terrible disaster movie list.
It was a disaster.
Because I just want Jeff and Jason to discuss this movie.
How can I be? I can't be
A
an
horse
optimist.
died in it.
A horse
Okay, what happened in it,
That's
guys?
about-
A volcano blew up.
Okay, what happened?
A volcano blew up.
No, you guys still owe me one. I bought you this movie.
So while we were redoing the basement, redoing the Bob Studios, we're packing everything up, and I'm like, my wife goes, "Do you really need to keep this?" I was like, "Yeah, we haven't watched it yet, Pompeii." You got
guys-
to be in the Bob Studios.
You guys have to watch it.
We keep all podcast gifts.
We tried watching it once.
We played games that day.
The horse died, and and he was able to pull the horse away himself. Or I just remember thinking, oh, I can't watch this anymore.
Oh, we're watching it. We're going to do a back-to-back night of that, or back-to-back features of that and Justice League.
Oh, there's my number 4.
Jeff,
Disaster movie.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5, because I couldn't think of anything else, I'm putting the Andromeda Strain on my list.
Blake, what's number 5? The Michael Crichton movie?
Yes, based on
Yep.
a Michael Crichton
Yep.
book, yes.
I didn't see it in theaters, but I remember being
Book
a
is
child
good.
watching it on TV. 1972's Poseidon Adventure.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's great when she has to dive under the.
While she's singing, Ethel Merman singing a song.
Ethel Merman.
My number.
I mean, if you're a who's who in the 70s, you're in this
Yeah.
movie.
Gene Hackman, the Hackman.
So my number 5 is the one of the top 5, or the 5 that I listed is the one that I enjoyed the most.
And you're putting
And then
in
it gets
number 5?
worst.
Oh, because it's a disaster.
Armageddon. I love Armageddon.
No one knows why.
It's your job to take care of her now. No, we
Terrible
can't die, Bruce Willis.
Where's that on Hackney's list?
Why are you taking minors and train them to be
That's-
astronauts?
I-
Take
I didn't
astronauts
have
to
it.
be minors.
I took the theme a little too
Literal?
Literal, yes. Thank you.
My number, I did too.
I did too until I was driving here going, damn, I screwed disaster movies up. I should have went with like different interpretation.
Number
Just
4,
movies that were complete disasters.
Complete disasters, exactly.
number
Heaven's
4,
Gate.
number 4 for me is Independence Day. It's a really bad movie.
It's a disaster.
You know, I enjoy it,
Yeah.
but it's a really bad movie. So
It's
it
better
doesn't
than
age well.
Armageddon.
It's better than Independence Day Resistance.
Good thing I didn't see that.
Oh, that was Will Smith's last big hit.
Blake, what's your number 4?
My number 4 was 1998's Deep Impact.
That was my number 3.
There you go. Put it on the board.
So the better of the asteroid
It's
movies?
horrible.
I think it's the better of the asteroid movies. Yeah, it is.
Deep Impact is boring.
I thought it was better.
And better.
Except
better
for my
than
future
Armageddon?
wife, Taya Leone in it. It was awful.
Hey,
Well, you
well,
can have
Taya
Taya
Leone was
Leone,
nice
but-
to look at, but I rested assured knowing that living in Ohio, the big wave wasn't going to get past the Appalachians.
We did get saved.
There you go. We survive.
See? So we were cheering for the...
Exactly.
We cheer for most
We were cheering for the
asteroids.
asteroid in
That's
that
right.
case.
We cheer for most asteroids. Have you seen us? Have you seen our world? What's number 4, Jeff?
Number 4, I have Night of the Comet.
Oh, God.
was
Is that
such
the one
a-
they played in the schools?
In 1980s.
What? They played in the school?
No. They reshowed it in the schools, didn't they?
I don't
know.
Hope not.
What?
It was like burning, like kids were dying and all that stuff. Like when the
No, the day after? Is
Oh, that
that
was the
what
day
you're
after.
thinking?
No. The Night of the Comet was a
That's the
comet came
zombie.
and turned everybody into zombies.
Yeah.
except
Oh, okay.
for,
Unless
kind of
you
a
were like
comedy.
in a...
lead-lined room.
Yeah.
It's a comedy thing, wasn't it? It was more
Yeah.
like a comedy, right?
Yeah, it was a comedy.
It didn't resurrect the zombie
genre.
genre.
What's number 4, Jim?
My number 4 is actually Airplane.
That's my number 1.
I was gonna pick Airplane.
That's a good one.
I did.
Yes.
Number 1. It's the best disaster movie
You're
ever.
right.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board. Deep Impact is right up there above Deep Impact. Great. Deep Impact is now forever on the board.
There you go.
But Hackney.
Why did you use permanent marker? It's a
Especially because
whiteboard.
Hold on.
this isn't even our studio.
Just etch it into the wall here.
There you go.
He's smarter than most of the people. At least he brought his own Sharpie.
Yeah, so if you've been to Dana Gardens, they write all over the walls, and these people actually come up, oh, do you have a Sharpie I can use? No, you bring your own. Oh, come on, I see there's you have some back. No, you bring your own.
No,
oh,
we're
come
not
on.
giving you tools to
Speaking
write
of that,
on
Jim,
our...
we need to
ruin our
clean the
walls.
ceilings again.
Bring your chalk.
I don't want to get yelled at again.
Second floor of Dana's now has Deep Impact. I just want to let you know. What's your number 4?
Book of Eli.
Oh, okay.
That's
Denzel.
honorable mention.
Isn't that a post-apocalypse movie?
Still a disaster film.
It happened after disaster. But I liked it.
Change your
But I
proof.
like it.
What's
There
your
you
number 3?
The,
Snake Trap.
Let's see, number 3, The Perfect Storm.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
Yeah.
Good show. That was a really good show.
It looks like one I might like, but I never watched it.
It's very good.
I went in with low expectations and watched it at the theater. It was really well done.
Kind of depressing, but
Yes,
at the end, but yeah, very good.
Jim, number 3.
Let's go with Children of Men.
Oh, they're going to Children of Corn.
That's what I thought he was going to.
It was a disaster.
We've talked about Children of Men before.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was I here?
I don't know.
Yeah, you just stopped paying attention again.
I can't
Jason
remember.
was
Again, that
talking.
one felt more of a after the disaster.
Change approved.
But well, see, there's some of those are good movies, but they didn't make my list because I didn't put them as.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is 28 Days Later.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
you're
more
right.
after, I think.
Well, but see, you find out that there are people alive at the end, that the humanity
it's
survived.
only London.
The good news is people
UK.
are still alive. The bad news is they're still people, and they're still assholes.
Yeah, that's true. It is one of those pandemic disasters.
Yeah, those are most of mine. Are pandemics,
Yeah.
other than Airplane.
What's your number 3?
What number are we on?
3.
Number 3, 2009's Knowing. That's right. And I picked
Nicolas
it
Cage.
because it's got Nicolas Cage in
So
it.
bad.
That is a disaster,
Yes.
just by casting.
Well, I'm going to change my number 3 from Deep Impact.
To
Too
Knowing.
late. It's already on the board.
Oh, never mind. Okay, number 2, the movie that I had to watch, and I still don't forgive them, The Core with Hilary Swank.
You watched it?
Yes.
So this is your top 5 most hated disaster movies?
I don't know what it is. I'll be honest.
Each one's becoming a bigger disaster than the one before it.
Wait till number 1.
Sorry. Remember, he started off with cookies and cream.
Oh, no, my number 1's a good one. Go ahead, Blake. What's your number 2?
My number 2, that's because it's so dark in here. My number 2 is Cloverfield, 2008.
You know,
That's what I meant to put on my list.
that was an
Yeah.
honorable mention for me because I did honorable mentions of good films that are
Yeah.
disasters, and I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Damn it! I want to put that ahead of a.
Nope, you can do it. Go ahead.
Okay, that was Jeff's number 5.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is 12 Monkeys.
The series
yeah.
or the movie?
The movie. 'cause
Oh,
that's
okay.
the
Hold
only
on.
Second.
It's just film.
You're just talking about disasters of a disaster movie. Yeah, the series 12 Monkeys is it.
Jim?
I'll go. I don't know if this is considered like a disaster film, but Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
Great film.
I think
Yeah,
the end of
that's
the
true.
world makes it a disaster.
I don't understand why it blew up at the
Yeah, I love the people's reaction that were upset that the movie ended with the end of the world.
It's in
It's
the-
in the title.
In the time. How's this end?
Hackney, number 2.
Number 2, San Andreas.
Because it's completely
He holds
believable.
onto a helicopter.
Yes.
It's The Rock.
It's The Rock.
Skyscraper, your number 1?
No, that's an honorable mention.
The best of San Andreas is the first scene. He goes down into the cliffs with the helicopter blades hitting the side.
Totally realistic.
Oh, totally.
Totally.
What's your number 1?
Number 1 is Outbreak.
I haven't
yeah,
seen
that's
that in a
right.
while. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Jason has more sex diseases than the monkey from Outbreak.
I do.
That was an actual quote we made years ago.
Moving on. What's your number 1, Jim?
My number 1, Wall-E.
Oh, okay. You know, that I've never seen the whole thing of that. It's cute,
Yeah.
the parts that I've seen, but I've never seen the
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
haven't seen either. That's why I
Me either.
That the people are too fat to move. They have to be.
They have the chairs, the hover chairs.
Those hover chairs are a dream.
Unfortunately, you gotta wear pants in them. Otherwise, it's going to
I don't
chap
think
your
you got
legs. What's your number 1, Jeff?
My number 1 was Airplane.
Okay. Blake, number 1?
Well, what about the chairs in Idiocracy? You didn't even have to get up to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Idiocracy. There's my number 1.
There's a good disaster movie. Oh, wait, we're living it. Holy shit.
I do give my grass Gatorade.
Yeah.
What, like
Stronger
water?
than ever.
It needs electrolytes.
Water, like out the toilet.
Yes.
All right,
number 1?
I kind of stretched this because I remember I really enjoyed this. It was a disaster movie, but it was actually a two-parter made for TV, and I thought the concept was really cool. So it's kind of post-disaster.
Okay.
But it was 1981's Goliath Awaits. And little did you know, if you go in and you look at the cast, it's a star-studded cast, and I thought the concept was really cool. It's about the ship Goliath that gets torpedoed in World War II in shallow water and goes down, and they all survive in an air bubble for like 40 years, and it's kind of like one of these weird dystopia kind of places. And
It's a pretty big air bubble.
yeah, well, and they come up with some stuff to keep it going, and it's a pretty cool concept.
You know, interesting thing about that, that was actually what James Cameron's original script was for Titanic.
No, it wasn't.
Second script was about zombies on the Titanic.
That was the original.
But
Fun fact.
Yeah, but there's some plot twists in the thing, so it's pretty cool. It was
Somebody
actually
popped the bubble.
carrying an important U.S. to UK message for World War II and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you ever get the chance to watch it, it is interesting. It's a little 1980s hokey.
Based on a true
40
story.
years later, they got the message through.
well, there's a twist. There's a military intervention that happens too, but I'm not going to talk about it.
They ended the war when they got that message.
40 years later.
Yeah.
Number one for me, it's a disaster film. It destroyed a studio, Cutthroat Island, with Gina Davis. It destroyed a studio, shut it down, and lost hundreds of millions of dollars for that.
And yet you liked the movie.
No, it wasn't. It was my least
but you
favorite.
liked
Was it-
the movie.
Did it have Matthew Modine in it?
It did.
You know, Matthew Modine was on another podcast recently, and I was waiting for him to. They were asking about Stranger Things. I was hoping he was going to say something about
Being a cop?
being mistaken as the sheriff.
Honorable mentions.
Because he did like your tweet.
He did. 2 years in a row. I had Cloverfield and
We'll just hashtag Matthew Modine. in
every
this.
single time. And I also had Everest. Everest was a really good film.
I had Everest, and I had, because it was made for TV, I had The Stand.
That's a good one, too. That's a good one.
I had Apollo 13 and Contagion.
Oh,
Apollo 13's a good one.
Is a disaster movie. I didn't even think of that.
With a happy ending.
Well, yeah.
Anything else?
Did anybody? Oh shit! What was the name of the one?
Yeah, that one.
With all the Hollywood stars when the apocalypse.
This is the end?
This is the end.
Yeah.
Did anyone like that?
No.
I did not.
I enjoyed it when they were just killing the people in the beginning.
There was too much
This is
Danny
the end.
McBride in it.
Well, it was kind of funny, but it was not really that great. But it was funny. It had moments.
I haven't seen the whole thing, so I was hoping maybe it got better from what I didn't see.
No.
No.
It's all right. You can watch it to
But
the end.
speaking of Danny McBride, The Righteous Gemstones is hilarious.
Oh God! But I have to put up with Danny McBride.
And tomatoes.
And Adam Devine.
He's divine.
Anyway.
It's in his name.
Oh wait, I was thinking of Andy Devine.
Bad idea of the week. Number 6,212. Making a pirate film with Gina Davis as the lead.
Wow, that was the pretty high number there.
Well, it was a horrible studio, to be honest. I
Oh,
mean, they were
okay.
struggling to begin with. But, yeah. Intern, thanks for showing up this week.
Thanks for having me.
You know, we appreciate it. We keep up the good work on the outlines. Very well done. We think they do a great job. Very detailed.
Yeah. Hey, whatever I can do to earn another chance to get invited back.
In one more year.
And congratulations on being up for Intern of the Year.
It's just an honor to be nominated.
It is.
He's still a rookie.
Roger says,
sophomore year.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Titles for the show. Anybody have anything?
Give me 1 second here.
I have See What's Out There. I Only Wear a Shirt. And it's an honor to be nominated.
Banned in China.
I'm sorry, Banned in China?
Banned in China.
Okay.
I have the episode We Jumped the Shark, Cookies and Cream, Hipster Terminator, The Dexter of Norwood, Death of the Wayans. That Time of the Month.
Dexter of Norwood makes me laugh.
I couldn't have phrased it better. I don't remember what that was, but it was funny when it was said.
Nobody would care. Is that guy killing a man? Just keep going, honey.
And he hobied Mount Rushmore.
Give me to Dexter of Norwood.
I had the Schwarzenegger sex doll.
No, we got to trademark that before it gets out in public.
TM.
I like Dexter of Norwood. Anyone else? I like Band in China. I don't care. What do you guys got? What do you think?
I'm fine with Dexter of Norwood.
Dexter of Norwood. Change approved.
You've been listening to Hobie.